Hello and welcome to the Talkin Jets watch party for the New York Jets against the Carolina Panthers. I know what you're thinking. Hey, that's not Green Bean. Where's the beard? It's some other guy with Jeremy. What is this? No Green Bean today. Hopefully you guys enjoy. I will be hanging out with Jeremy during the game for Jets Panthers. Jeremy, how's it going, man?
It is going well. It is going well. I'm excited. We're finally here for game 2. Seems like forever.
Yeah, absolutely. Now I'm a little fresh to this. Usually I pop in at halftime with Ryan and we go in and we talk for a little bit. I've never hosted one of these before, so I might lean on you a little bit as the vet of the group here in this stream.
Well, it's easy. We just do the things we do. We talk about the Jets. So I know you know how to do that.
Absolutely. So in this one, we'll get into, we have about 15 minutes or so until this game kicks off. So we could kind of talk about, I guess, what we're expecting from this one. As you know, the veteran of the stream, I don't know how many veterans on the New York Jets we're going to get to see today. What's your expectation there with some of the vets?
Well, I'll tell you, my expectation is things I'm really focused on and that I'd like to see is my number one thing that I'm looking for is Mekhi Becton.
Yeah.
And for him to play at least a full half of football and to do it well. And it's simple. It's when you think about our roster and you think about the team and what we've been talking about right now, the biggest concern, the biggest fear of what could blow up this season and end our dreams is the offensive line. And Mekhi Becton being able to play a full half healthy and play well and do his thing would be a big step towards alleviating some of that concern.
100%. My eyes are going to be heavily focused on Mekhi Becton. He looked good against Cleveland, but I mean, we've all mentioned it at this point, only 7 snaps. Want to see that out a little bit more. And I don't know if you saw, earlier today on Twitter, seems a little motivated. He is tweeting out, some things like he's taking it personal. He's ready to go for today. SNY, I think, showed a video of him walking out onto the field. This could be huge because, as you mentioned, if he's playing closer to a half today, that makes you start to feel a little bit more comfortable in the direction of his recovery. No?
Absolutely. I mean, look, there's nothing we could do to alleviate the anxiety that he might at some point during the season, whether it's game 1, game 2, game 3, whatever game it is, after it happened 2 years in a row, it's hard to get that out of your head that he could go down at any time. So the way I'm looking at it is I'd like to see that he's at least starting the season, and every game we get from him where he plays to the level that I know he's capable of playing, to me is just a bonus.
Absolutely. Now, I don't know if you saw, but we have a starting offensive line announcement. If you want to get into that and maybe talk about who is starting for this team today, I think you're going to be a little bit surprised, Jeremy. I do. So from left to right, we have Billy Turner, Laken Tomlinson, Connor McGovern, Wes Schweitzer, and Max Mitchell.
So they're not playing. They're not starting Becton.
So they're not starting Becton. Right? No, we got to see more of Billy Turner, Jeremy. That's what we have to go into this game. I know that you and I alike were saying all week long, got to see more of Billy Turner. We have no idea what he is at this level. This is scary. This could be scary, but this might be as close to their regular starting offensive line in week 1 as they could be right now. Because obviously no Dwayne Brown. They're not going to risk AVT. That's fine. But the rest of them, I mean, Laken's going to play, that McGovern's the front runner in the center room. And they really like Billy Turner and Max Mitchell. So I'm a little surprised. Are you? No?
That's shocking because he was promising we're finally going to get Becton. And if Becton comes in later in the game, then what are they scared of? Are they telling me they don't want Becton to go up against Burns in case Carolina is going to start Burns? Are they hiding Becton? Is he that fragile that they're afraid getting burned by Burns, pardon the pun, is going to psych him out? I don't understand the thinking and what's going on in the head of this coaching staff. I mean, they puzzle me every year and about something. And I know overall, I love the direction of the team, but it feels like they pick on players and just pick players that they don't believe in. And Becton not starting is giving me this eerie feeling that he's the next on the list of guys they're just never going to give a real chance to.
I don't know. I don't get it. As you know, Brian Costello's down there, Kaz, who covers the team for the New York Post. He tweeted it out. The starting offensive line: Turner, Tomlinson, McGovern, Schweitzer, and Max Mitchell. And that's what we started with. I asked you, what are you looking forward to in this game? The first word out of your mouth was Mekhi Becton, which is where I was going to go. And he's not starting. Who knows when we'll see him?
It's unbelievable to me. It doesn't make any sense at all. Let's bring him against. Let's ease him in where he has to play against people who are going to be selling car insurance next week. I mean, come on.
I don't get this one, but anyway, that's the starting offensive line as of now. Zach Wilson gets the start today. I am showing my support for Zach today, as I am rocking the old Wilson T-shirt. Got to break that one out of the closet because it was way in the back. But wanted to hear your take on how long do you think he plays? Because I obviously know Aaron Rodgers, so the only two quarterbacks dressing are Wilson and then Tim Boyle. If you just split it down the middle, half and a half.
I think they really should. I think that he is no longer the first string quarterback. He needs more reps. We need to get this kid more reps. Let him play a full half of football. So this way, if he gets off to a good start, let's see if he can hold it. If he gets off to a bad start, let's see if he can bounce back. Let's see the whole story. I don't want to see 5 attempts. Right? And then you have everybody saying, well, if you take away the 60-yard pass, he didn't do anything. Guys, he had 5 attempts. I would like to see some real work put in right now.
Yeah, it's hard to get a read on 5 passing attempts. I mean, obviously, there were some good, some not so great, but it's such a small sample size. It's hard to get a read off of it. Franco chimes in the chat, wanted to pull this up. He says Burns isn't playing. So that even takes away another excuse that you brought up, Jeremy. He's like, okay, maybe you don't want to put this guy against one of the premier pass rushers, someone with good speed, because that's, someone that Becton struggled with in the past. Like that style of rusher usually doesn't tend to do great, but or Becton doesn't tend to do great against them. But again, I'm really surprised because not just us, but pretty much everyone going into this game is how long can Mekhi Becton go? And didn't Salah say we want to see how long he can go today, this week?
That was what I thought I heard him say. That was what I heard. I thought I heard him say. So I don't get it unless they want to look at Turner for 1 or 2 drives. He clearly has shown in camp that he can't play right tackle. I mean, the only defense I've had for him, and I've been telling people is, well, maybe Turner looks horrible in camp. He's having a horrible camp because they have him in the wrong position. Turner I thought of as our backup right tackle, or he's going to compete for the right tackle spot. Maybe Turner should not be in there at left tackle. Certainly not when Zach is playing.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just strange, especially too because Becton started last week with Zach. It's like I don't know. This is bizarre. And the irony here I was going to mention early when we were talking about Mekhi Becton was this is kind of like the scene of the crime. This is where the injuries started to come in, is when they played in Carolina in week 1 in 2021. Greg Van Roten rolls up into him. He gets hurt, doesn't return in 2021, gets hurt again in 2022. And like from his perspective, could totally see why he'd be so motivated to go out there and prove himself today. And it's like, all right, well, good luck proving yourself because you're not going to be in the starting lineup. I don't know.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it when you read that. I thought you were going to say right tackle, and I was going to jump up for joy because that to me meant they were planning for Brown to come back, and I was going to get my ideal starting offensive line. The one thing about my ideal offensive line, it's obvious: Brown, Tomlinson, and then on the other side, AVT Becton. That's what I would love to see. Everybody, the reason I left out center is because to me, either way, if Tippmann is so good in camp that they have no choice but to put him as the starter, I'm happy about that. If they decide that Tippmann should, take it, you got a guy like McGovern, there's no reason to rush him. I'm happy with that. I couldn't care less who our center is. All that I care about is if McGovern's the starting center, it's not because Tippmann's not impressing people. It's not because he's not good. It's because there's just same thing as Jeremy Ruckert last year. There's no reason to rush him in when you have a veteran guy that's capable.
No, absolutely. And that's someone that I want to keep a close eye on today. Whenever he gets into the game, obviously not listed as a starter right now. McGovern is starting today at center, but I just want to see him continue to put good tape out there. I thought he did that against Cleveland. There's been some really nice moments in the training camp so far. And while maybe the staff isn't ready to name him the starter over McGovern, which is fine, as you mentioned, McGovern's been their starter the last few years. It's been solid. But continuing to make progress and move in the right direction, I think, is the big thing for him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
Absolutely. So David asks, where's Ryan? Ryan just had baby number 2 a few days ago. So Ryan is I sent him the link. He said he's going to try to pop in at some point, but he is now a father of 2. So congrats to Ryan and Jets Talk 24/7. So
do we have a name?
Yes. Give me a second. He sent it in the chat. It's what was the baby's name, Taylor? Ren Collins Delaney. There we go.
That's awesome. I love it.
Yes, very Irish name. Go figure.
I love it. I love it. That's so awesome.
Good stuff. How about on the defensive side of the ball, Jeremy? Is there anything that you're looking forward to seeing today?
I don't know if he's starting, but I'd love to see Tony Adams. I would love to, I haven't gone, obviously living in Sacramento. I haven't been to camp. I haven't gotten to see him. I would love to see it. I'd love to see him make a big play. Maybe shut up some of the people that are freaking out over Pinnock making a big play. And by the way, what's wrong with people on Twitter?
I know. So yeah, it was an easy interception. Part of me was still I'm a little salty because I wanted to keep him over Will Parks. It's not an anti-Tony Adams thing. It was like,
yeah, no. But somebody responded to you like it was just a really annoying way somebody responded to you.
Yeah.
They were like that. You were saying it was clickbait. And I was like, no, it wasn't. It's a guy missing a player he really liked.
Yeah, I liked him. Well, I don't know. Thank you for being like, I don't know, rational or having a head on your shoulders, Jeremy. You understood what I was trying to say there.
Yeah, I was like, I felt the same way. I mean, look, I wish they would have gotten rid of Will Parks last year and we had both Tony Adams and Jason Pinnock. I love Jason Pinnock. I thought the way he played at the end of that season 2 years ago, the way he played against Tampa Bay, learning the position, I was like, come on, man, this guy's going to be a solid safety one day. Why are we let him go for Will Parks? I don't consider it Tony Adams. In my mind, we let him go for Will Parks because we could have kept him and gotten rid of Will Parks.
Absolutely. Jeremy, I have for you, Connor Hughes listed out players who aren't going to be playing today. And someone you just mentioned is not going to play. Tony Adams is not going to play in this game, but I'll pull up the full list. We'll go through some of the names together. Rodgers, Wilson, Cobb, Tony Adams, as he said. So, I mean, to me, before we go any further, that screams that he is the starting free safety. No,
and that screams to me, Jeremy, you don't have to see him. He's the guy.
Yeah. Absolutely. Michael Carter, the corner, Justin Hardy, no cornerback, Bryce Hall. That's a little bit of a surprise, I would say.
Wow. That is a surprise.
Claudin Charles, I believe. No Chaz Surratt. Okay. After his big Hard Knocks appearance, Robert Saleh couldn't say enough good things about him. No Quincy, Mosley, Lawson, AVT, JFM, Odenigbo, I guess. Yeah.
Well, that's weird. Why not him?
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. No Quinnen, Al Woods, Amos, Sauce, makes sense. Whitehead, DJ Reed. So this means you're going to see Conklin, Uzama, and Ruckert. All 3 of the tight ends would be out there. I'm really excited to see Jeremy. Mecole Hardman is up too. And then he closes with a good chance for Zach Wilson going, considering the number of good players with him. So yeah, something exciting.
Wow. Okay. It's JFM was one I was hoping to see. I thought maybe he'd get his turn, but it looks like we're going to see a lot of Clemens again, a lot of McDonald's, a lot of Huff.
Yeah, it looks that way. Now, I don't know about you, but I was a little bit nervous seeing Will McDonald and Bryce Huff out there that much.
Yeah.
Right? In the fourth quarter of a preseason game?
Yeah. It was a little bit like, what the hell, man? These are key guys. In my mind, they're key guys. I think, I think people really overlook the impact that Huff had last season. Everybody wants to point to that moment when Quinnen Williams was on the sideline yelling at the defensive line coach. But, okay, But also, did anybody notice that our defense really turned it around when Huff was activated and started playing? I thought he was a big impact on that defense last year.
No, for sure. I totally agree with you there. Timo asks, Lazard and Mecole playing? Yeah, it looks that way. It looks like those are going to be the two main targets at wide receiver for Zach Wilson today. I would assume that they're going to start the game and maybe play a couple of series. But yeah, I mean, Zach's going to have his weapons today at full disposal.
Wow. And we're going to see some of Jermaine Johnson then, right?
Yeah, Jermaine will be in there.
Yeah, cool.
Love that.
Is the game starting, I wonder? I could.
So right now on my screen, I have it locally on CBS. I know you're tuned into NFL Network. They're doing they're there at the stadium, but they're showing pregame graphics, stuff like that. They're showing I think Ian Eagle and Anthony Becht in the booth. They're just showing up there. So we got some time.
Okay, because there's like a minute 24 left in this game. Let's see. Tennessee is up 23-17 and has the ball. So, of course, they're going to call these timeouts.
My cousin Brandon, he's a Jet fan down. He lives in Georgia. He texted me, says, "What channel's the game on?" NFL Network's running late. I said, "Well, for me, CBS, because I'm local." But they said, "Okay, never mind." They just said on the NFL Network they won't miss a snap. They'll make the switch over. So,
great news! That's great news.
You'll be in good shape there, Jeremy.
I was about to say, well, it's not like I'm going to miss seeing Becton play.
No, apparently not. They're showing Jermaine Johnson warming up right now. This is rare because we're seeing the Jets in green uniforms. We only saw that once last year. Does that bother you that they only wear the green once a year? Are you a fan of these greens? Do you not like them?
I'm going to be honest, and it's not to be like a yum yucker to everybody who gets so into the uniforms. The only thing I care about is I want this back. I want this back.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't have it tattooed on me, but I bought it.
I want our logo. I want our logo back. Because it's my childhood. It's what the Jets that I know. It's it's how I identify the Jets. I don't care so much about the colors. I think black is cool. I think I don't know so much about what combination. I like the black jerseys a lot. The green. But I don't know. It's kind of cool. The only thing that I don't like, and I'm sorry if this pisses anybody off, is like the throwback to the Titans or whatever.
The blue and the yellow.
When they look like the Chargers out there,
Yeah, I could do with that. I mean, at the time, I liked it. I don't know. I just I like alternates to change it up. Not for every game, but every once in a while you mix in something different. But I much prefer the alternates they have now, whether it be the black jerseys or the white legacy throwbacks that they'll be wearing.
I'm excited for that.
Did you make a purchase on a jersey for the throwbacks?
It's so funny. I bought a Quinnen jersey right before they had them available. But I go to the parts unknown. It's not a lot of money. So as soon as I could, somebody said they were up there. I couldn't find them, but I'll figure it out. Or maybe I even heard that they're not as expensive as I thought. I used to think that jerseys, for some reason, the good ones were well over 200. Now I'm finding out for like 120, 130, you can get a good one. So maybe for the old throwback one, I'll spend the money and buy like the real deal.
There you go. We got Dom C in the chat. Oh, wrong one. Sorry, Steve. He says, "Let's go Jets by $1 million." I don't know if it's going to be by $1 million.
You know what that's from?
Me.
That's right.
I love it.
It's like the intro to almost every one of my shows. It includes a piece with you saying "Jets by $1 million."
that makes me incredibly happy, Jeremy.
Didn't work out that way that day, but man, it was a good day, that opener last year.
No, that was that's fantastic. We had a fun time, absolutely.
Yeah.
And getting to meet you, that was a highlight of the day for me, Jeremy.
Well, that's nice of you to say. It was very helpful. When you're going with a group of people to a game, it's always great to have a Matt O'Leary, because when we were walking to that lounge, which seemed like an hour walk, it was so easy to not get lost because I was like hanging back to get Harry W because he was foot lagging. I'm like, Harry, come on, you okay, buddy? You know, like I'm grabbing him and like losing track, and all I got to do is look around, and then boom, I would see your head above everybody else's and know exactly where I had to go.
Perfect. All right, they're getting ready for me. They're getting ready for kickoff. So are they showing the game yet for you, or where are we at?
Not yet. They're gonna probably like even if they flip over, it's they'll probably still have the delay.
It's going to be late.
41 seconds left in this game.
Should I wait?
They're showing it. They're showing split screen now.
Okay.
So I'm seeing the kickoff. I'll tell you when I see it kick off. He's running towards the ball, and right now he kicked it. Are we together?
I'm going to give it a 10-second pause because I was unsure if it was going to switch over for you.
Okay. One of the ways that we can match it up is the game clock once it's moving.
Okay. I'm seeing Zach run out onto the field right now.
I'm seeing defensive line for them. Linebackers.
Maybe I'm behind now. How ironic would that be if after all this I'm
No. Because, I see them setting up and they're out of the huddle. Zach's under center. They're showing him. Are you behind me?
You might be a second ahead of me now, but okay. We're pretty close.
Okay. Ooh, nice run. Who was that?
Good question. That looks like Michael Carter. I see a 2 in there. Okay, we're pretty close. I might be like legitimately 2 seconds behind you.
Okay. I could always pause it for a second too, just to give it just to make it a little perfect.
Here we go. So we are underway. As you said, Michael Carter bounces it to the right side.
Davis is out there. Oh, yeah.
Okay, getting some Corey Davis love.
There's some good run blocking on that last play, apparently.
All right, not as successful this time.
And that was Max Mitchell's side.
Yep.
Let's see how he did. The other game is 19 seconds, so I have to watch this on half screen.
Not half a screen for. How do you feel about the back-to-back runs there to open things up?
Look, I think I'm okay with it as long as they didn't go backwards on second down. Remember how we would always go backwards on second down?
I got one, so it's 3rd and 2, which I guess 3rd and manageable. That's good.
Yeah. I mean, I got tired last year of the loss of 5 yards on second down. Nice, that was a good play.
All right, I'll take that little hit to kind of easy, right? Just get the ball in your playmaker's hands. Like, let's not complicate things. Let's see, 2-step drop, bang, fire for 5 yards, first down. Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah, like look at that. And it's a great way for Zach to get started.
Yeah. Duncan says, nice quick pass. Agree. That's what you want, right? Just get the ball out of hands quickly. Get it to your playmakers. Here we go.
Shout out to Mark Reese, who's out there watching with us.
Love it.
There we go.
Oh, set up the
nice. You know what I love about that play?
Oh, was he down?
I don't love the fumble. I'll tell you that.
Oh my God. No. Oh, Panthers ball, the refs are saying.
Who was it?
I gotta see. Bam Knight. That's not good for Bam Knight. I was just saying, I think he's gonna set himself up as, was he down is the question. He may have been down. On the replay, he might have been down.
Oh, you're definitely ahead of me.
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you want me to pause again?
No, it's fine. It's fine. He was definitely down.
Oh yeah, he's down.
He's definitely down. So I'll tell you what I love about that play, Matt O'Leary.
Yes, hit me.
You could tell that Zach had a read, like he was looking downfield, and then went through the progression and jumped it off. Which is when Mike White was doing it, we were all screaming, "Why can't Zach do that?" Well, he just did it.
Are they going to review this, or what's happening here?
It looks like they are. The refs are talking. They're not moving forward with the game. So
I was gonna say, I mean, he was. This could not be any more obvious that he was down. If this stands, that's going to be pretty. It's hard. It's hard for me to get riled up. Okay, they're gonna call it back. I'm assuming here.
Well, he has the ball, and they clearly fumbles it after he's down. I mean,
yeah.
The saying first and 10 up, that would be either team.
Yeah, that's gonna. Yeah.
still, Bam's got to hold on to the ball. Like
Agree.
even after he's down, don't scare us like this. Even if we have the ball, I'm still mad at you. That ball needs to be glued to you.
Yes, please.
All right, we're good. We're good.
Okay, I've seen them in the huddle. Bam's back out there, so he's got a chance to.
McGovern's is touching the ball now, right, Wilson?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're pretty much right about the same point.
28 on the play clock.
Yep.
Okay.
We're pretty much in lockstep. All right.
Oh, I think we're watching two different versions. That's why you saw the instant replay and I didn't.
Oh yeah, that's.
It wasn't that I was behind you.
No, it's just you're watching CBS and NFL Network. All right, Zach starts 3 for 3 on the day.
Perfectly accurate. I mean, just accurate passes. They're not long passes, but that's okay. That's okay. As a matter of fact, I like that. If they're going to give you the short stuff, take it all day long until they bite and then go deep.
Get them in a rhythm.
Yeah.
All right, so 3rd and 1. Let's see. Uzama's out there. It might be 2 tight ends. It might be Conklin on the other side too. This has run all over. Oh, Zach Wilson,
nice.
Nice. He picked it up.
Good job, McGovern. I mean,
yeah,
we got to watch it again. But if he went right up the middle, McGovern obviously did his job.
This a nice little drive, picking up a couple of first downs. I'll take it.
Yeah, it's nice to see him do it. Not only do it, but do it easily. Like it's so much. It feels already like a kind of a little different kind of offense. Because when did the Jets do a quarterback sneak where he easily falls through for 2 yards?
I don't think they've done it. Not in the Mike LaFleur era. I can tell you that much. All right, Bam picks up what we're going to call that 3 yards, 3.5 maybe.
Yeah. So far, I like it. We're eating up the clock. Make it, safe plays.
Gina is in the chat. She says, "Hey everyone, good day for football, but very hot out there today in NC." Yeah, I saw on the screen before the game the feel like temperature over 90. So that's tough.
That's not fun.
No. Been there before, and not the best.
Oh, nice.
Oh, there we go.
It's nice work by Carter. What people have against this kid. He's a good football player.
I'm glad you said that because I am not out on Michael Carter. I know he had a tough end to the season last year, but to me, he showed too much as a rookie for me to just give up on. Wow, what a hole. The offensive line cleared up you could have drove a truck through that lane.
One thing I like is that he wants more every play. Like he always gets up frustrated. He hates being tackled.
All right, 3rd and 2. Let's see what they dial up here out of the shotgun. Pressure. Hey, look at that. Wide open, baby.
LaFleur should really watch and learn. It's like, how many times did we scream at the TV, why can't we just do a simple, quick little pass, out pass? That was perfect.
My favorite part about this, Jeremy, is it's so simple and easy. We were never asking for anything complicated. Just he's managing the game. Zach is just managing the game right now. Keeping it simple, keeping it easy, making the throws that's in front of him. The pressure was coming. They blitzed, and he just said, okay, pressure's coming. My safety valve is going to be open. Let me hit it. That was good.
Yeah.
Ooh, a throw on first down.
Tight ends. Ooh.
Oh, that was a pretty good ball, though. I mean, he put that only where Hardman could come in with it. You got a flag on the play. So is this going to be on the 1? Where's this flag?
That'd be great if it's against the defense. That means it keeps Zach's perfect game alive, right? Oh, it's against us?
Is it?
It looked like he pointed to us. McGovern, just show him McGovern.
Okay. I think I'm a second. Or again, maybe they're showing I have a different broadcast.
Right.
Oh, yeah, McGovern tripped him, I guess. Yeah, tripping. Okay.
But the pass was okay. The pass was actually a pretty good pass.
Because that's only, he put it in a spot where only his guy could get it. 1st and 25. This is going to be, you need a chunk here, ideally. Oh, free play.
Oh, Zach's pissed.
That means they're showing it on the offense if they stop the play. Oh, wait, no. Encroachment. Never mind.
So I want to point out something Dom C has said. He said it a few days ago, and I think this proved the point, or is a good example of it. He's talking about if we pick up another running back like Dalvin Cook, he's been saying, look for Bam Knight to get cut, not Michael Carter. People saying, oh, it's going to be Michael Carter. It's going to be Michael Carter. And Dom made the point, just for the pass reception you just saw Michael Carter make. That's why he'll make the team.
Okay. That is totally fair.
Because he just fits the running back room better with Dalvin Cook, because he's that guy that can be the receive, come in and make the catches, and he'd be the receiving running back, whereas Bam Knight doesn't bring you that as much.
Duncan says, why isn't that a free play? Good question. And I think that's what Saleh and Aaron Rodgers were yelling about on the sideline.
And Zach.
Yeah, Zach was noticeable. He wanted the free play. He was going to take a shot. He was loading up on something.
Yeah.
So 2nd and 20. Now you had Zach's first incompletion.
I hate running plays on 2nd and long.
A 2nd and 20 draw. So you're looking at a 3rd and 16, probably.
I hate that. I really do. I hope we don't see a lot of that in the regular season.
Yeah.
That stuff drives me crazy.
It's kind of a give up play. Yeah. Like you're giving up there.
Listen, maybe we just get a field goal.
Pretty much. You're going to need a miracle to get 16. I would expect them to throw the ball. Obviously, I don't think they're going to do another draw, but I'm going to say a crosser right around the 20 or 18-yard line. Somewhere around there is where this ball is going. Nope. All right. We're going to settle for a field goal attempt.
We have to. Well, I mean, Conklin being covered by Horn. Wow. I wonder. I want to see that in slow motion, because I want to see. Was that on Zach? Was it on Conklin?
He kind of pumped. If he threw it the first time, I think it would have been okay. And then the second one was too far out in front of him.
Greg the leg. That's going to make it.
Perfect. Right down the pipe.
Yeah. Love having a kicker, huh?
Yeah, I mean, that's something that we talked about for a long time. Be like, who is going to fill this role? What are you going to do there? And Greg Zuerlein was great for the Jets last year, has been great for them in the preseason so far this year as well. Kicked a lot of field goals against Cleveland, and would like to keep him on the sideline and get balls in the end zone, but we'll take 3 to start this.
Yeah. It's an okay start to the game. I don't like the 2nd and 20 call.
Yeah, I don't either. The drive kind of felt screwed after the 15-yard penalty on McGovern anyway. But I'm with you on 2nd and 20. I don't love a draw in that spot.
Yeah. Well, Zach is 4 of 6.
Yes, he is 4 of 6. Here, let's do.
Right. Yeah.
We'll do a refresh.
That's a decent start to the game for him. He looks okay. Looks accurate for the most part.
That the last throw is one that you probably would like to make. That he wasn't getting a first down off of it, but maybe that picks up another 5-7 yards and makes it an easier field goal.
Yeah. Now I'm hoping next drive maybe we see Becton come out. I don't understand how you could test how long he could go if you don't start him.
I'm with you. We are in agreement on that one. That's for sure. We have Randy says can't judge the pump, only seeing the camera view. Don't know what Zach saw. He was I guess. So we gotta wait for the all 22 to judge every play then.
Well, that's why we openly do it. That's why we look at the 22. We have guys come on and show you what really happened, and then a lot of times we'll pull back what we had said.
He was going that direction anyway, though. It's not like he was looking another way. He was looking at Conklin pumped and then double clutched it a little bit.
One of my favorite things is when me and Greenbeam would disagree on a play that would happen.
Okay.
And then Blewett would come out with the all 22 or something.
Mhm.
and I got to call. I would get to call or send it to Green Bean with a smiley face when I was right.
Perfect. Yeah. Never when you're wrong though, you don't have to send those clips over.
Well,
Like,
when I'm wrong, I hope that the old guy doesn't notice it.
yeah, no.
The old guy.
That's great. Roman says totally agree. They must have already known Becton is not going to be our tackle. Is that your takeaway on this? Do you think that they know that he's not going to be a starter? So why put him out there?
I don't agree with that at all. How would they possibly know that?
Yeah, I don't.
You know, I mean, unless they know he's not healthy and they're lying to us. But I mean, it was only 7 snaps, but he looked good, so it doesn't make any sense.
I'm with you, and especially when you say you want to see how long he could go.
But also, who would have won the starting job over him? Turner's had an awful camp.
I don't know, unless they're saying Mitchell's going to be the right tackle.
He wasn't that good last week either. So
no. All right, here's Bryce Young, his first NFL action.
I see a little Huff lined up. See, that's the one thing. Maybe he knew the guy was behind him, but I can imagine Dom C saying he didn't seal the edge. He went to the inside, and the guy got around him. But maybe that's okay if you know the play and you trust your teammates right behind you.
Right. Mid Flair chimes in saying, from experience, the folks sitting in the nosebleeds are dying from the heat right now. Yeah, I'm very okay right now, sitting in the comfortable air conditioning, talking to Jeremy right now. I am much rather do this.
Who's on the other side? 11. So that's okay, Jermaine.
Oh, almost got there. That good play by Young to take what was given, but the pressure was coming. They were close.
Yeah. It looked like Jermaine was coming up hard.
And
who hit him? Who was that?
Solomon Thomas.
Wow. He's been having a decent camp.
Yeah.
He's fitting it a little better now.
Yeah, he struggled last year, I thought, but maybe year 2 in the system. Well, I mean, he's played for Salah before, so how different could it be? But wow, a little mustard on that.
All right, let him go.
He put some heat on that pass.
He did. He's gonna be. I got. There's some people being very nasty about him, and that I'm friends with on YouTube. Like they're really ripping into this kid.
Really?
Yeah, they're like, he's tiny, he's gonna stink, and it's like, whoa, come on.
There's a penalty. False start. That'll back him up.
Those pierogies are almost here.
Oh, yes. There you go. You're going to be in heaven real soon.
She's asking if I want the habanero cookie.
A habanero cookie. What's your take on spice in a cookie?
We're going to find out. I don't know. I've never had a habanero cookie, so we'll see. It got my interest.
Yeah.
I'm used to having them. I used to having the heat on wings.
Yeah, that's a little different. I had my wings pregame today because I figured, I'm hosting here. I got to drive the bus, so make sure that we get that out of the way. I went pretty basic, but just your classic buffalo and garlic parm. That's my favorite duo. I know it's a little on the basic side, but that's the route we went today. All right, we got a 3rd and 6. We'll see if the defense can get off the field here. Looks like Huff is lined up way wide over the left tackle. And he got around this guy, but that'll be incomplete. Good coverage by Eccles.
Eccles has turned into a solid player.
Yeah, as your first corner off the bench, you could do a hell of a lot worse. I like Eccles in that role.
Yeah. Ooh, Jermaine just put him to the ground.
Yeah, the Jets pass rush have been getting after it. He's taken a couple hits so far. So yeah, maybe only 2 series for Bryce Young and then get him out of there.
We got kind of lucky that they didn't throw the flag.
Hmm.
Not that I think they should have, but the way they've been calling it, that I'm surprised they didn't, because they've been calling it so easily, you know.
Did Gibson? Oh no, he was down already. I was gonna say, did Gibson fumble another punt just now?
Oh my
But he was
God.
already down.
Yeah, but it's still, you know, you got to earn trust.
He did. Now the long return against Cleveland. I don't remember if was that a punt or a kickoff. That must have been a punt
It had to be a
right
punt.
at the end
Yeah.
of the game. But yeah, he had that one good one, but then he muffed one early on, and just there as he was going down, fumbled it down already. But I don't know. I think he's going to have a hard time making this roster with just everything else that they have at the position.
Well, we got 3 guys battling it out for that one spot, apparently.
Mhm.
Right? You got Brownlee, you got Gibson,
Malik.
and Malik. Yeah.
I thought Brownlee had the inside track for a while, but Malik's came on strong the last week or so.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
going to be a tough call.
It's gonna be rough.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. Thank you. Delivery.
You got any of these bottles up here?
No. Thank you. All right.
I am very excited. We're going to get a live food review as well as live Jets reactions too. Jeremy, I'm sure you're surprised to see, but Tony Alexio's in the chat. Chat legend says, cut Boyle and bring back the Strevler package.
No, really?
That's his guy. I don't even know if Chris Strevler's mom loves Chris Strevler as much as Tony Alexio loves Chris Strevler. But I would be surprised if they do that.
So this is the regular pierogi.
Okay, we got first pierogi down, the real McCoy, the regular. Let's see. He's chewing.
It's the sweet one.
Sweet. Okay.
It tastes like a cheese blintz.
Okay. So are we satisfied with it? What's the takeaway?
Oh, this is amazing.
Okay, good.
The pasta is wonderful.
That always
Tell
helps.
it's fresh. Tell it's fresh. Great texture. I love it. That's a big thumbs up.
Nice. Love that.
We'll get on to the other flavors too.
Okay. So one down. We got very successful so far. Mike Saunders asked, is Becton hurt? No, not that we've heard. He was just not in the starting lineup. He is active today. We'll get in at some point, but we got to see more of Billy Turner to see what he can do at left tackle.
I am guessing that this one is the potato one because it has onion on it. Nice job, Carter. Wow. I love the second effort of this kid.
Yeah. A little dump off turns into 9 yards. He's been good today. He's stood out.
I just found it. Wow. This is it. The potato one is amazing.
Is that the fave so far?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's amazing. Wow. Potato pierogi. And it didn't say Polish, it's Ukrainian style.
Okay.
First down and more.
And more.
Right now, I'm sure that I'm not going to say they're totally silenced, but you're going to hear a lot less from the Michael Carter haters.
This is true. Edward chimes in with the first super chat of the day. Thank you so much, Edward Ziff. Says, can't see preseason games, but live in NC, so I can. There you go. So that's a win for you today, that you get to watch the New York Jets because you live in NC. So that's a W.
Decent run.
How about Bam now getting in on the mix?
I like the run blocking. Bodden was in there on that.
What's your take on the fullback? Do you like the fullback being back in the mix in this offense?
I do. It's the roster limitation that gives me pause.
It's tough.
It's tough.
Is another run formation. Oh, he's got maybe not. I spoke too soon. I was gonna say it looks like he was gonna get the edge there, but fought for 2 yards, so it'll set up a third and short.
So now we're gonna do spinach and cheese pierogi.
Okay, spinach and cheese up next.
Oh yeah,
you're enjoying yourself over there.
I'm going back. Oh yeah, I'm going back.
So if we had to do a ranking right now, we still have potato 1.
Potato 1. I call the spinach and the sweet one a tie.
Okay. All right, 3rd down and 2. This would be nice to extend this drive. Oh. Delay a game or a timeout?
Timeout.
I know it's the preseason, but that happened a lot in the first week as well.
Yes.
Where they were either taking delay of games or having to take a timeout or just like the stupid avoidable penalties is what's like that drives me nuts to no end. And again, like I'm fully admitting it's the preseason and like we'll see if this carries over, but this is back-to-back games now where you have to take a timeout because you're about to take a delay of game.
I think we're going to see less of it because of Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, you hope so. Absolutely.
Yeah. That's one of the advantages of having, a complete veteran.
Dab says, so nice the OC is on the field to talk to Zach and give direction. Is he up? I thought Hackett is upstairs. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought Hackett was up top. Any idea?
Maybe he means Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, that's true. That would make a lot more sense. Okay. Edward says potato and onion pierogi is the only way to go. You're a big fan of the potato, but you're mixing it in with the other ones now too.
Well, I'm gonna eat everything she got me, but what's making the potato one so good is that they literally smother them in caramelized chopped onions. So it's like these caramelized onions on top of it. And it's freaking amazing.
I love that.
But look, the combination of onion and potato is not new to anyone, right?
Oh, no.
What culture you're from.
The good stuff. No, Hackett was we're getting Jets 44, and then Dabes comes back in, says Hackett was on the field. Okay. I didn't notice that on the screen. I thought I read somewhere that Hackett was going to be upstairs and radio down to somebody on the field, and then they were going to radio it in. But yeah, I'm okay with Hackett being on the sideline.
Sluggo's here, and I knew the first thing that Sluggo would say. Where is Becton?
Oh, there we go. Where is he? He's not in yet. You're looking at Billy Turner right now at left tackle on a 3rd and 2. Here comes the blitz. Oh, they're going to do you want that throw to be lower? Because the high throw,
it's sometimes he reverts back to the quarterback who can't do the easy stuff.
That's again that you want to put that on him. It would have been he might not have got the first down, but he would have had a shot. He had no shot because the ball was high.
Right.
All right, so they're going to punt. We're going to see our newest weapon, Thomas Morstead, get in on the mix. Brain Man who? Oh, hell yeah, baby. Hell yeah. Let's go down to the 1. That's my punter, baby. Oh, I love it. I love it.
Can you believe Can you believe at one time we let this guy go so Braden Mann could come back?
No. No, I can't believe it.
It's unbelievable to me.
Twisted says Zach has to improve when the pressure is on, period. I mean, they dialed up the pressure there, and he was flustered. That was a high pass. That's one you got to put low. If you put that on him, he has a chance to pick up the first down. It was high, and then he got drilled. So he got his, I was going to say receiver, but it was Bam Knight, running back. He got his running back killed there. We have a kicker and a punter. Am I dreaming? Says Adam S. No, this is real. This is real life. Special teams, the little things. I love it.
I didn't really care that much until the first year. I didn't care.
Okay.
Because I said, you know what? That first rebuild year, I was like, if we lose a few games because a kicker, we could be happy. Hey, we're better than we thought. We're good. We only lost because we didn't have a kicker. We're not going to the playoffs anyway. We get a better draft pick. But now it's real. So now we can't mess around. So I'm glad we have a kicker.
Yes.
I'm glad we have a punter.
Amen.
When the team stinks, I don't know. When we're a stinky team, like we've been before all this, I don't know why people would be so upset about kicker.
No, in 2020, 2021, that was pretty far down the list on concerns.
Yeah.
For those teams, which, yes, still a concern, but that'd be like you're crying over, the type of wheels you have on your car when the car doesn't have an engine or a steering wheel.
Right.
Crossfires here says, "What's up, Matt? I haven't seen the game. About to put it on. Anything I need to know before I turn it on?" First drive, offense looked pretty good. They moved the ball. They ended up having to settle for 3 because what was it? McGovern had a tripping call. Defense pass rush is very active. And then the second drive, you had a tough Zach Wilson throw on third down that was high, and that kind of stalled the drive. But that's pretty much all you missed so far. And the Panthers offense didn't do much. I think they picked up 1 first down on their first possession, and now they're starting from the 2-yard line.
Looks like John likes us as a team.
I like that. Matt, Jeremy, and Pierogies. I must be in heaven, man. There we go. I was a run for about 2 here off the bat. I was worried. I thought I was going to get booed out of the building. I've never done a live watch along like this, and Green Bean does such a good job with it. But I'm glad that we're having a good time here.
I've got to tell you something. This is so messed up.
Okay.
My wife says habanero cookie. Now, habanero, I know that sounds hot for people, but when you've eaten the Reaper and ghost peppers and done some of the crazy stuff I've been doing, habanero doesn't really scare you. It's very low down on the list.
Okay.
But now I turn and I look at the label, and it's not just habanero. It's habanero Reaper chocolate chip cookie, and it says super hot.
Oh, I think we need
hot sauce.
You need to eat this live on the air. You can't not eat that. Super hot. Look at it in bold letters. Super hot.
So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a little tiny bite, and then let's say it burns like hell. Let's say it's really bad.
Okay.
It's so tempted to do this. I'm going to buy some, but I'm going to take the label off, and I'm going to overnight them to Green Bean and say, dude, you've got to try these cookies. They're so good.
Yes. I love that. I am all in on that. Good coverage from Brandon Eccles there. Forced to throw it away. So 4th and 5, the Panthers will punt.
Because he was making fun of me. Oh, you're such a wuss. I used to eat this. I used to eat that. So then he has no reason to be upset with me because apparently he could take it.
Yeah, no, I am all in. All in. So now the Jets should get the ball back in pretty good field position.
Yeah. Here we go. Good return so far. All right. Oh, yeah.
Oh, he stayed on his feet. Okay.
I love the effort.
Yeah, got it to what? We can call that 47, roughly. So pretty close to Jet territory. When are we? Do you have a point in time when you want to try this cookie during this game?
Oh, yeah. I'll wait until I'm done with the pierogies.
Oh, I didn't know you were still working on pierogies. Okay.
Still working.
Okay.
They sell them like where you get 6, 2 of each flavor. My wife intelligently figured. She didn't ask me. She just said, my husband needs 12.
My husband needs 12. That's good. She knows you very well, obviously. All right. So let's see what they do now on what is their third offensive possession of the day. Showing Aaron Rodgers on the sideline. Oh, yeah, there's Hackett on the sideline as well. Okay, so he is down there.
I feel like between the two of us, we have all 22.
Pretty much, just about.
Oh, Becton's in.
Oh, there you go. Becton is in. Good eye.
Did a very good block. Pushed the guy around like totally in control. I mean, it was a quick pass, but still, I mean, he was winning the rep.
Crossfire sends in his membership chat. If the Panthers score at all in the first half, he has to eat the cookie in one bite. I don't know if I would put that. I'm not going to put that evil out there on Jeremy. We got a second half of the show to do still. I don't want to be riding solo the whole second half of this game if something bad happens to my guy.
Do you know what's so funny about what I'm reading? It says Crossfire, member for 1 month, but he's purchased 200 memberships.
Yeah, easily. On first down, I know we're a touch late on this, but on first down, that was a ball that I would have liked to see Kenny Yeboah come down with.
Yeah.
And a 1-yard run for Izzy. Colin mentions it as well. Tippmann is in. So you have Tippmann and Becton now. End of the first quarter, 3-0 Jets. Takeaways so far. Anything big standing out?
Just that look, our second stringers. I guess there's a bunch of them in, some starters. The defense looks like it should. The offense, it's not that Zach has played horribly, but I'd like to see a touchdown.
It's really not asking a lot.
But we've been very conservative.
That's true. As of now, Zach is 5-9 for 50 yards, which is 50 divided by 9, 5.56 yards per attempt, and 5 of 9 is what completion percentage?
56, 57%.
Yeah, 56%.
Man, my math is good.
A lot better than me. That's okay. Michael Carter's had a strong start, 19 rushing yards on 4 carries. Had a couple of receptions as well. He leads the way in receiving, 2 catches for 34 yards. Yeah, I think Carter's been the biggest story so far with, his 4 runs, 34 yards on 2 catches. He's looked good in that first quarter.
I'm happy with Jermaine Johnson. The hit on the quarterback, the pressure, that caused the end of the drive, forced 4th down.
Yep, that's true. You had Solomon Thomas had a QB hit as well. Bryce Huff has gotten some pressure. Hasn't hit the quarterback yet, but he's been in the mix so far early in this one.
Eccles playing well.
Yes, Eccles noticeable. That's for sure. Duncan has a question for us. He says, is there a chance Cobb doesn't make the 53-man roster? I'll throw it to Jeremy first. What do you think?
I think there's a chance of anything. I've recently learned that if we cut him by a certain date, I think then we don't have to pay him that big contract we offered him. And if that's true, then he definitely has a chance not to make the roster. But if we are stuck paying him, what was it, $2.5 million or something? It was something much higher than we thought it should be.
I believe it was like 275, somewhere around that.
Yeah, if that's guaranteed, it's hard to see them walking away from that. But I don't think it is. So it just depends on how much of a fight or how much it means to Aaron, I think.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really dependent on that. It would be surprising as Zach Wilson goes down with this.
With a 20-yard loss.
Who got beat? Was it Becton? It was just coming. There's a pressure on that left side.
Uh-oh. That was not pretty by either.
Let's see. I mean, oh yeah, right in between Becton and whoever 65 is. Okay, that's not good.
No, that was not good.
Oof. Okay, so the Jets will punt. See if there's much of a return here. Nope, lets it bounce and out of bounds around the 25-yard line.
So I see McDonald on special teams, but I didn't see him.
No, I didn't notice that either.
Okay, that was definitely embarrassing for both. I mean, I don't know if it's a miscommunication, but when a guy goes through two players.
Yeah, it was Cologne and Becton who we went right in between those guys. So definitely a miscommunication on who was supposed to get who. Obviously, there's no way for us to know whose fault it was. Oh, Bryce Young is back out there for a third possession. Because he finds, I believe that's Hayden Hurst.
I will say that if it was a miscommunication, that's better than it being that Becton, like, physically got beat because he can't handle speed. I'd rather have it be a fixable, coachable thing than be he's slow, he can't move on the knee fast enough, or anything like that.
Right.
If it was just a miscommunication, that is a fixable thing. Very correctable. So let's see who's in. Looks like Jermaine Johnson, who does a great job. Right as I saw the number 11.
Jermaine against the run, baby.
That is sealing the edge, people.
Look at he's pointing to the sideline. He was hyped. And Jefferson in on the play as well.
It's exactly what Jermaine Johnson's going to bring us. Anything he gets in pass pressure, sacks, is such a bonus to the value we already know is there, and that's sealing that edge. I love it. How he gets to the run, how he's a Josh Allen killer.
That's true.
Look at him powering through. And who was that got there?
Jefferson on the Jefferson on the sack. Salah's happy about it.
I love it. Huff is banged up. He's running off.
Don't scare me like that, Jeremy. Come on.
No. He's banged up though. Like that. He's probably air knocked out of him. He landed on someone's leg.
Okay.
Air knocked out of him. But get him off the field. Sherwood's out there. All right. The defense looks good.
They've done their job. They've made it very difficult, very challenging for a rookie quarterback making his first NFL experience as Gibson settles in for the fair catch at, we'll call it the 33-yard line.
And what's interesting, it's not that the kid looks bad at quarterback. Like, it's not like one of those situations where he's overwhelmed or bad. It's just that because he's doing okay, he's taking what's there. We just don't give a lot.
No, that's exactly it. There hasn't really been much opportunity to get anything going. He doesn't look like, I wouldn't say he's looked flustered or anything. I don't think his numbers are that great. Let's see. Let me refresh on ESPN. They have him 4 of 6 for 21 yards, which obviously isn't a lot, but as we've kind of hinted at, the Jets defense has been strong. On cornerback specifically, Eccles, I think, has had a really nice day.
Yeah, I think it's going to be very difficult for any team to throw downfield against us because we don't give a lot of time for wide receivers to, develop their patterns, and their routes. I think that's going to be a huge advantage for us, but we have to prepare and know that they're going to be playing that short game against us. Lots of screens, quick outs, and we have to be ready to stop that.
Absolutely. Metropolitan chimes in and says, thank God for you guys. I'm here in South Carolina with the Panthers broadcast, and Steve Smith is terrible. Well, thank you so much for hanging out with me and some guy named Jeremy who's hanging out in Sacramento watching this game, eating 9,000 pierogies and a flaming hot cookie at some point.
I am so full right now from those 12 pierogies.
You went to they went quick. I was surprised how fast you put. I mean, we're not even to halftime yet, and you downed them.
They were like dumplings. They were like
I know they weren't very big, but there wasn't much savoring going on. It was a mission to go as fast as you could.
I was powering through it.
I love it.
You should see me eat pizza, man. Like, you better grab all your slices up front because the other ones are gonna be gone very before you know it.
I love it, and you're a pizza guy. I love the reviews that you post with your brothers. That's great stuff.
Thanks. I'm glad you enjoy it. I'm into it, man. I'm into it.
Edward says, I so miss Long Island sometimes. As a very unbiased Long Island person, I get it, Edward. I get it.
I do. I miss Long Island as well. I really enjoyed my time in Long Island when I was at Stony Brook.
Yeah, there you go. Stony, that's pretty far out east, but you got the full. I feel like you get the full experience because you have to, get all the way out there, so you see a little bit of everything it has to offer.
Yeah, and all my fraternity brothers and everything lived all over Long Island, so I give them lifts home, and so I got to see Wanta, I got to see this, I got to see that, like all these different areas. We hung out in Huntington.
Oh, good stuff.
Loved hanging out in Port Jeff. I'm amazed about how Patchogue has changed because when I went to Stony Brook, Patchogue was nothing little town, and now it's supposedly like this big nightlife.
Yep. There's a million restaurants. There's so much to do out in Patchogue now. It's really developed a lot in the last 10, 15 years probably. That's a nice run. That might be
Abanaconda.
It's gonna Abanaconda. That's gonna take a little bit. Holding on who?
Abanaconda. So there's Jeremy Ruckert. He's a man now. He's not a kid anymore.
No,
you see him. He is a man. No wonder he stood up to Clemens and wasn't afraid. He's not that little kid anymore.
No. It was his birthday the other day. 23 years old now. I mean, 23 is still a kid, but he's gonna have a role on this team.
Second and 18. That was that's not good. The holding drive killer. That was not pretty. Somebody totally messed up there.
Yeah, that guy got right through the center of that. I wonder if it was Cologne again.
Maybe. I don't know. Hopefully it wasn't Tippmann. Tippmann's in now. I hope that wasn't on him.
They haven't, on my feed at least, they haven't shown a replay of that. It doesn't look like they will. So,
it's just so annoying. We want to know who that's on.
Yeah, as much as I love Rodgers, I could do without the shots of Rodgers on the sideline at the moment. I would have liked to see whose fault that was, that we could yell at on our live stream here.
Let's watch Tippmann. Tippmann in at center. He did everything he could.
All right, dump off to Travis Dye, and it's going to be another punt.
It feels like it's coming in from the right of the center, which would be Cologne. But that's an early estimation. That's where it seems like to be breaking down. But Tippmann hit two guys. He hit one guy off the snap, and then he bounced into another guy. So he did his job. He took out two guys.
That was good protection there. Look, as much as I love Thomas Morstead, I could do without seeing him a ton.
Yeah. The only saving grace is it's not like it's A-Rod that's out there.
True. Johnny asked, how is Becton looking? Who's standing out so far? There was one play. There was a sack on third down where someone came through on Becton's side. It was in between the tackle and the guard. It was hard to tell whose guy that was. I think you could make the argument that the guard should have picked him up and that Becton is trying to slide out to protect the further rusher. But as far as guys standing out offensively, I think it's been Michael Carter who's made the biggest impression for me on offense.
I agree. Certainly, none of our wide receivers that I could think of has really done anything that's made me say wow. So it has to be Michael Carter. He's been the star of the offense so far.
I have one for you. Do you care to guess through a quarter and almost half another quarter, or 5 minutes, I guess, into the second quarter, how many catches do the Jets wide receivers in total have? Would you guess?
I'm trying to think if I missed one. I'm going to guess that I missed. I'm forgetting about one, and that was one.
0.
No, no.
You have 6 receptions. 2 are Carter's, 1 Travis Dye, 1 Conklin, 1 Uzama, 1 Bam Knight.
Wow.
Lazard, Charles, and Malik Taylor were all targeted once, but don't have a reception.
Somebody's got to step up. Where is Brownlee going to play? I wonder.
Yeah, he was. Well, I thought he was in there, but maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe it was another receiver that was in and got a target. I guess maybe it was Irv Charles. But nonetheless, it's a bummer because the offense was moving the ball a little bit on that first possession, and then really ever since that Connor McGovern tripping penalty, they've struggled to get in a consistent rhythm.
Yeah.
How many were drops? None, right? I don't think so. I don't think any. You're sitting here like, oh my god, that ball's got to be caught.
Nothing like that.
Oh, Johnny's hopping on a jet ski right now. A little jealous. I mean, I love hanging out, talking Jets, watching a little preseason football, but being out on a jet ski does sound pretty fun.
Well, now it's Matt Corral.
Okay.
From Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
He was good in college.
He was good in college. Speaking of Ole Miss, what do you think of all the Elijah discourse on Twitter? Do you see that?
You mean because he ran for 17 yards, so everyone lost their mind?
Yeah.
I think it's so funny. It's like, well, we knew that he was a fast, good, explosive player. There was never a doubt about it. He ran for 17 yards in a preseason game, and people were flipping out on Twitter, including Connor Hughes.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
he was the one who started it, I thought.
Yeah. And I'm like, my reply to it was, did you forget what he did to the team while we were on a winning streak?
Yeah, apparently he did.
He's acting like he was tearing it up. It's not like I thought, I was checking. I was like, did he get like 2 touchdowns or something? 1 6-yard reception and a 17-yard run. And we're acting like he's the player of the week for preseason.
That's how it goes. Isaiah Mack was just, I had to look up who 97 was. It's Isaiah Mack. He was just in the backfield, almost made a nice play behind the line of scrimmage. Would have liked for him to make that tackle. That would have been sweet.
I'm watching Jermaine right now. Got my eye on Jermaine. McDonald's on the other side. He's going to get him. Yes, that's Will McDonald. Yeah.
Really, baby.
Yeah, baby.
He played a long time, but he made his presence felt in that first game, and there we go. That's why they drafted him. They want that edge presence, that speed off the edge. Now I know we're gonna get it in the chat. You know you're gonna get, well, it's the second team now, but still, like that's what you want to see. It's still
better. Good. It's better than if he didn't get a quarterback pressure or sack against the second team.
Mm-hmm.
That's what people got to realize. You know, it's like, would you rather have him not be able to get the sack?
Right.
Like, I'm not going to call him the defensive player of the year. I'm just happy at least we know he can beat the second teamers.
No, because you know what? If he didn't get a sack, then it'd be like, this guy can't even get the sacks against second teamers. So you're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't.
That's right. You're not allowed to be happy.
No.
You're not allowed to be happy.
Yeah, that's his first sack. He did have a few pressures, and I believe he had 1 QB hit last week. The thing that stood out was that spin move towards the end of the game last week that he put on Will McDonald.
Is that his first sack?
Believe so.
I think so.
Good stuff. So Do you expect any changes, like personnel wise, from the Jets offense, or not yet?
I think Zach's playing the whole half,
Me too.
so I expect him to be in. I think you're going to see. We better see Becton all the way through the third quarter.
Right, take him right out. That's it. He had two quick possessions, and that was it.
Right. If Becton doesn't come out for the second half, I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah.
So we should see more Becton. I would love to just take out Cologne, unless they just want him to eat reps for us, because he's done. He's not making the team. He's garbage. I'm trying to think of what I mean. I think we're going to see Tippmann play the rest of the game.
Yeah, probably, which I'm okay with. I want to get him as deep as humanly possible. Yeah, look at this. McNally says, Matt doing live streams. Who would have thought? Look, sometimes your number gets called. One of the co-hosts has a baby, the other one's unavailable. Green Bean's gonna do every other game this year. And I said I have to put the team on my back. And I guess if you're forcing me, I'll hang out with Jeremy for 3 hours and watch the chicken.
Is that retaliation for Wednesday?
Yeah. I don't know if you were how many of our viewers in here saw Jeremy's stream for the other night, but right under the bus, had no problem tossing me straight under that bus.
It's like, who could I use an example? Who's been busting my chops lately? Coach.
I love it. The best part, I texted this to you, but when Nick goes, hold on, say that again. Yeah. Good stuff. Are they showing the baby on your screen too?
No. I'm getting a replay of when they sacked us.
No. There's a cute baby just like dead asleep in Jet stuff. Nice run, Izzy.
Wakanda.
Take it. 5 yards a pop. I'll take that.
I like the kid.
Twisted says, Matt, he dropped the bus on you. Yeah, he didn't throw me under the bus. He dropped it on top of that.
I probably Twisted was definitely there.
Proud says, I was offended, Matt. I recorded it. I got your back. See, that's what proud NY Jets fans. Nick got me. I know he would have my back. The scumbags like Jeremy, they don't get it. Oh, here we go. Easy, baby.
Look at this. I'm a Wakanda. Okay. That's how the announcer for Pittsburgh would call it every time. I'm a Wakanda. It's too easy and boring to say Izzy. No, I refuse to do it.
You want all the syllables.
Kid from Lincoln High School, Brooklyn, New York, baby.
Brooklyn.
Oh, we got Jermaine Dye on the field with a fullback. Oh,
this screams run, let's say. Oh, maybe not. Oh, no. Yep. Hey, look at that hole, baby.
Nice.
7 yards. Duncan says cuckoo. That's funny.
Look at this saying the Anaconda. That's a great way to just say his name.
The Anaconda. I do like that.
Say the words the Anaconda.
The Anaconda.
All you got to do is make it sound like it. If you're yelling, no one's gonna know.
No, 100%.
What are we gonna get here on 2nd and 4?
Oh, dump it off to 89. He's there, baby.
There's my boy. Yeah. We got a Jeremy.
Whoa.
We got a Jeremy.
Jeremy. Lindenhurst in the house. What up, baby? 631. Anytime he catches a pass or does anything, I'm going to go nuts, even if it's just a little dump off.
Oh, my God. Forever, man. Forever.
Roger's screaming. He was hyped on the sideline.
It's the one draft pick went 100% my way during that draft.
Yeah.
I was asking for him, and they took him.
Yeah. Somewhere Bill Ruckert's going nuts right now.
Although when they traded up, obviously we were yelling JJ.
Yeah. I've said this to you before, but your reaction of the Johnson pick is one of my favorite things you've ever done.
Well, now I did an intro where I mix it up with the Jet Lounge's reaction from the bar in Brooklyn.
Yes.
So I have an intro that mixes the two reactions up, so it's like I'm celebrating with them.
That's perfect.
It was just cool because it was like that moment. I think all of Jets Nation was together in that moment. Like everybody experienced the same joy.
100%. Is he again on a little dump off?
Yep. And now we're getting to see Jermaine play really well. Because even on that sack by McDonald's, Jermaine was powering his guy.
He was in there.
Yeah. He took away, the quarterback couldn't move to his right because of that.
Yeah, I feel like there's going to be a lot of that. Like Jermaine will do the little things that aren't going to pop off in the box score. So like he's good against the run. We saw that play on second down a few possessions ago. He was in there getting the pressure, and Will McDonald cleaned it up. Like he's going to do the little things right.
Yeah. He's going to keep Josh Allen from running to the right side.
Amen. Get rid of it. Oh.
I'll tell you the positive of that play. Zach held in there. He stayed in the pocket, and he made a decision, and he got rid of the ball.
Becton whiffed on his block. I don't know if you saw that.
That sucks. He did. I didn't see it.
He like dove at him. That was weird.
Well, for right now, let's not get greedy anyway, right? Like the key is that he plays. It'll come back to him. We know he's good if he's healthy and he can play. Right now, he's just got to get reps.
Scoreline right down the pipe. 6-0.
Becton just fell.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of what it looked like. He went. I don't know. It kind of looked like he was diving that way. I don't know why, but. Yeah, not the best. Oh, we're getting a little One Jets Drive promotion on CBS on the local feed. How about
that?
Yeah. That's the benefit of living in the area and seeing CBS New York. You get the national NFL feed, not the same.
I love it. We're very fortunate to have Jets One Drive. Not every fan base gets that.
No. And while I love Hard Knocks was phenomenal, and I think Hard Knocks has the edge after the first week. There is still very much so. There's value in One Jets Drive, and I think it'll show you like a different kind of perspective. So I'm excited for both coming up this week.
Yeah, me too. And like what I like is Hard Knocks is one season, and then it's done for God knows how long. Whereas One Jets Drive, apparently, we're going to have it every year.
Every year, all the way through.
And One Jets Drive had Green Bean on it last year, which was a lot of fun.
That was the best. Green Bean up there yelling. Didn't he do his no happenstance line?
This ain't no happenstance.
Yeah. There it is.
Man.
Hey, man. This ain't no happenstance.
Hey, man.
It's like a 80s WWE wrestler.
Yeah, exactly. This is my invitation to him. Hey, man, you got to tackle him, man. The hell is that? You're supposed to bring me cookies. Where are my good luck cookies?
Hang on. Wait, hold on. My stream froze. Merrill, get in here. Something's going wrong.
Tell me before a show. We might be in trouble, man. Merrill's not here. So if anything happens, technically, I'm in trouble.
We got the kid, but no Merrill. It's the best. Adam S says Brownlee should have caught that ball. Do you agree with that?
I think the defender made a really good play.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I think it was just a good defensive play. Zach put it in a good spot. Like it wasn't a bad thrown ball. I just think he was tightly covered.
I think he was out of time, and he did the best he could do. He threw it in a way that it wouldn't be intercepted, and gave it a chance. And the defender played it well, and that just happens sometimes.
Yep.
Have to accept that.
Barnes
made a good play.
Yes. Yes, he did. Coming down, making a stop. So 3rd down and 5. Ulbricht's got to like that. They're showing on my screen.
I think he's going to make the 53, Zaire Barnes.
I want to think yes as well, but it feels like, is there someone on this roster that Robert Saleh doesn't like? Because I've heard him only said like someone like Chaz Surratt, who is a borderline 53-man guy, loves him to death. He's like, I can't get enough of this guy. So,
Right.
I mean, they can't keep all 90 guys. Someone's got to go.
Someone's got to go. I guess. Jermaine!
And Huff.
Huff.
Oh,
Dude, these are our backup edges. They're awesome. Look at that move he put. Oh, that was great. They both got there at the same time.
Yeah, half a sack each. We'll
Dude, this is going to be a great year. That's all I'm saying. This is going to be a hell of a year.
Is it because he changed the number? Jason goes, man, JJ looks good. He is a way better 11. It does look nice in the 11. I'll give him that.
I cannot wait to watch this defense this year. I know we're excited about Aaron Rodgers, but man, this defense, if we were number 4 last year, what is it going to look like this year? With all these animals.
Number 1?
Well, I think I'm that's what I want. I want to fight San Francisco 49ers for the number 1 spot. You know?
Yeah, them. Philadelphia is going to have a really good defense again, too.
Yes, they'll be excellent. New Orleans might be good.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, too. That's true, too. But you would have to think that even if they regress a little bit, like to me, at worst case scenario, this is the 10th best offense. I still think defense, rather. I think this is a top 10 defense, no matter how it shakes.
Yeah, and I'd be disappointed with that. That'd be the bottom.
Right. Oh, I thought it was record. It was 39. The wide receivers in preseason wearing numbers in the 20s and the 30s, not good. It's weird for me.
It's the whole thing is just it makes it impossible. I feel bad for announcers.
Can we give Frank the business a little bit? That wasn't a drop. That was a good defensive play. I don't know how that could be listed as a drop by Brownlee there.
It doesn't make any sense. They showed it in slow motion. It was clearly a good defensive play. It's like very hard to catch a football when someone comes from behind with their hand and knocks it down. It's like,
hold on, wait, no, we got to go into the Talkin Jets broadcast now and shirt Matt because he likes Jason Brownlee for wide receiver 6. That's the move. That's the move. But no, I mean honestly, Malik Taylor is making a strong push. It could very well end up being Malik Taylor in that.
And then there are people who are saying Xavier Gibson that he's coming along and they like him as the punt returner.
That's true.
So, it's going to be interesting. Someone said, is there any way Cobb gets cut? If Cobb sustains any injury, and at his age, it's very possible if he strains a hamstring, any little thing like that, we'll get 2 of those 3 guys. Easily. I think it might end up being a big mistake. Like we're going to take Cobb, and I think and what big difference is he making this year? And then if we end up losing one of these guys and they turn out to be really good on another team, I think we're going to regret it.
I think so too. K Eddie asked if I could bring Rashad on. He's live right now on his own channel. Rashad, I don't know if you saw Jeremy. He does Panthers Nation podcast. He was at the Jets and Panthers open practice, so I did a stream with him, I guess, on Thursday. So that was interesting. But I love Rashad. I would love to bring him on, but he is live right now on his own channel.
No.
Oh, I love it. New sack exchanges here.
Yeah.
Please feed it to me, baby. Let's go. We're getting close to halftime already. This is going pretty quick. This live streaming a game thing.
It does go by fast. It does. I think it's interesting that, I mean, we're not even seeing, Carl Lawson and JFM, and we're sitting here watching like Huff, McDonald, Jermaine, and they look good just on their own. Just those 3 would be a strong defensive line with strong edges, and we still have JFM and Carl Lawson.
Yeah, there's a couple, and Al Woods isn't playing today.
Michael Clemens. I haven't seen Michael Clemens playing.
He's not on this list, but you're right. I haven't seen him yet. Maybe that's someone we see in the second half of this game.
Second half. But, I mean, have you ever seen a defensive line this deep with edge rushers?
No.
It's so weird. I mean,
who is that? Is he or was that Izzy Abrakanda?
Let's see the number.
There he is. Do it.
That's Abawakanda.
Randy says, Matt, Chaos, what's your thoughts on Zach? So for me, some good, some bad. A couple missed throws under pressure, but I like that he's kind of taking what the defense is giving him and not trying to do too much. Like on this play.
Abawakanda.
There we go.
I think that he's doing it better. Like, here's the thing. I'm not based on a second round pick. The second overall pick 2 years ago, obviously, we're not happy overall, right? We want him to be a star by now. But if you want to base it on what he was last year, he's improved on a lot of things already.
Our guy. There he is.
Just what he did now. He's taking what the defense is giving him. That's a good thing. He's throwing short passes accurately. That's a good thing. He's staying in the pocket more. He's not running backwards as much. That's a good thing. So there's a lot of things that are improving. He looks more poised. He definitely is very evidently reading through more progressions. He has a long way to go, but I see improvement.
Yep. Hey, Brownlee caught that one. I don't want to hear anything from you guys. It wasn't a first down, but there we go. That's that route should have been ran to the sticks. It's my fault now that they didn't get a first down. Oh boy. Proud NY Jets fan says betting tip, lay a lot on McDonald for defensive rookie of the year. Back to back for the Jets. Do you think he could do it?
Wild. That'd be wild.
It would be wild. We'll pull up this super chat after this third down play. Izzy, baby, second level. What a move.
Look at that. Oh, Wakanda.
Hell of a run. Izzy, baby.
Yes. We don't need Dalvin.
Oh, I love it.
That was what I was waiting for.
That spin move. Hello.
But this was the explosiveness. This is why even Talkin Tigo was in love with this kid. Before we even drafted him, he got me all into this kid, saying, watch his film, He's explosive.
He is explosive. Hell yeah, man. Let's get to Edward Super Chat. It says, I will tell you the biggest thing that I'm seeing with Zach Wilson and Aaron Rodgers, influence throws and tighter windows and quicker decisions. Definitely quicker decisions, which I think is super, super important. My only gripe with him today is under pressure. I think some of his passes have sailed on him. They've been a little bit high. Maybe you could count, maybe 2-3 times that's happened so far today?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to jinx it, knock on wood, but no picks.
Yet. You don't want to jinx it, but
right. Between the first game and now this game, I mean, look, that was a big problem. He's throwing a lot of picks. I just don't see I know Greenbean would say it. What he would love is that you're not seeing him run backwards. Yeah. He's not running around like a lunatic.
Thank God. Honestly, thank God.
Oh, they called it back. No touchdown.
Really?
They're going to give it back to him. Usually that's what you do. It's like the gentlemanly thing to do. He got them there. Just run behind Becton. That's what you should say to him. Kid, run behind me. I got you.
That Izzy spin was sexual. That was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, like if he doesn't make the 53 and we expose him to, my head will explode.
He's going to lose 1, maybe 2.
No
All
blocking.
right.
No blocking.
No blocking. Here's what you do now. You ready, Jeremy?
on.
I'll dial up the play call.
Yeah.
Play action bootleg to Ruckert in the flat on the right side.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. I think that would be a good call.
We're sleeping over here a little bit. There's only 10 seconds left in the half, so.
Oh, I wasn't even. I can't. My computer blocks the clock. Let me look at that.
My camera is right, like obviously here, and the screen's right behind it, but it's kind of blocking it as well. There's 12 seconds. They have no timeouts left, so they're going to be throwing here. Maybe not the play action then, because
I would love for Zach to just throw it in and get that confidence if he gets a touchdown pass.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be a nice little way to close this thing out. Go up into the half, up 13 zip. I would like that a great deal. Although him under center, I'm surprised they don't have him in the shotgun. But okay, let's see.
They want the other team to. They want Carolina to think about it.
A play action bootleg the other way. He's wide open. There we go.
Oh my
God. A Yeboah touchdown without green bean? That feels illegal.
Oh, I know that. I feel so like. Was it Yeboah? I thought he was 4. Okay. Yeah. That was a beautiful play call.
That was perfect. It was the other side of what I said.
Yeah.
It was the play action bootleg.
You're right. It was the other side of what you said.
And on the wrong tight end, but that's
but still, I mean,
backwards.
But the philosophy was right there. And the reason why I think it worked is because we didn't do that enough, so they probably didn't think we were going to.
Right. Me and Hackett in lockstep today.
I like the way this looked. This was a beautiful first half.
Okay.
So I hope Ryan comes in.
I hope so as well. I'll keep an eye down below. I sent him the link. So if we'll see if he hops in at some point. But if that's it for Wilson, he finishes 14 of 20, 123 yards, 6.2 yards per attempt, 1 touchdown with a 102.7 rating. Not bad. 14 of 20. That's a little bit more than I thought he would pass the ball.
He was 14 to 20?
Yeah, which is 70%.
70%.
Yeah.
70%. Right. Yeah, hell yeah. 70%, man. We'd be like doing jumping jacks if that was like every game.
Yeah. Civil Jet says Zach looked good. I thought there were some things he did really well today. He missed a couple throws, but it wasn't anything like he didn't put the ball in harm's way, which I guess you take that as a baby step.
Yeah. My brother is it.
Yeah.
I help patients navigate.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, you're good.
I'm trying to get the link to this to give to my brother.
Sure.
He's like, where is it? I can't find it. No, I told him.
102.7 rating. How many yards per attempt? 2.
My wife's trying to feed me more, dude. She's like,
more?
She's like you. She's celiac. So, as you probably know, there's a food called papusa that you guys can eat because it's corn.
I'm in on it.
And she's asked me if I want half of hers.
You know you're gonna say yes.
I'm trying to tell her it's like I can't take another bite.
You got a cookie. You got a cookie to do at some point.
Well, before she came home, I told you when I said I was eating crepes.
Yes.
I had like a stack of crepes, like covered in maple syrup.
You're an animal. I love it. So, all right, let's get into some first half takes away. Modine says it was a boring first half. Thank you for the Jets for at least scoring 1 touchdown. I was most of the first half offensively was boring. They had 2 pretty good drives, but defensively they looked stellar. I don't know about you, but I was pretty excited with what this defensive line did so far in the first half.
Modine is the most negative Jet fan I've ever heard. Like literally 2 years ago, he's like, this team will always stink. We'll never have a good roster. Now we're a team that Aaron Rodgers wants to play for. We completely revamped the roster. We're so excited. We have all this hope, all these great young players. He's still not happy. So I think that Modine is an old-time fan. He goes back a long time, a lot of losing, a lot of disappointment, and I think that he is not going to be happy. I'm not putting him down. I think he will even say that I'm speaking the truth. I don't think Modine's going to be positive or happy until we win a Super Bowl.
I don't.
If we win a Super Bowl, then he'll be happy and he'll say, okay, they did it.
I can't go through my fandom that way. And I'm not saying be a blind optimist and say like everything the Jets do is great, because obviously I think that's a bad way to go through it too. But I personally can't go through it that way. I'd have zero fun doing this if that's how I looked at it through that lens.
Yeah, I mean, I think that you really should allow yourself to enjoy the journey. Like we didn't win a Super Bowl, and I hated the fact that we didn't win a Super Bowl, but I still enjoyed being a Jet fan during the Rex years.
Sure.
There was a lot of great times, there was a lot of great moments, a lot of joy. When we beat New England, I mean, that will stay with me forever. It was great. But obviously I want to win, but I want to win after I enjoyed the journey. I don't want to be negative and I don't believe they can't win. And then right when they win, now I'm going to start to be happy. That's kind of, a little bit of a waste.
I'm with you. I think that the same way as well. Jay-Z says, I'm just excited Zach hit some screen passes and didn't skip any of the receivers. Again, baby steps. You'll sign up for it, though. You'll take that.
Yeah, well, look, it's clearly an improvement. And we were talking about it when we started. We said the good thing about Zach playing a full half would be that we're not judging him on one or two drives. And he'd have time to either come back strong, get better, get worse, but kind of feel everything and then see where does he come out after a full half of football. And he actually came out of this half overall solid half of football. And he's a backup quarterback.
Right. Exactly. If you can live with that kind of quarterback play from your backup quarterback, in the perspective of second overall pick, this is his third year, you would like him to be further along than this in a perfect world. But in the vacuum of for what you need him to be this season, fine. I'm good with that. I'll take that performance all day.
Absolutely. That was right now we got to take the situation for what it is. He's our quarterback too. We already went through the disappointment of what happened the last couple of years. Now the big discussion was, can he be our quarterback too? He looks more like the quarterback that was able to be a game manager and get us over Buffalo, get us through Green Bay, get us over Denver. He not the star, not the guy who carried the team in any way, the game manager, the guy that didn't lose the game for us, was able to just manage the game well enough. He certainly looks a lot more like that Zach Wilson right now than the Zach Wilson that played against New England and then finished the season.
Absolutely. Tigo's hanging with us. He said, boys, how are you feeling? I think I'm feeling pretty good. I'm satisfied with 13 points in the first half. I thought Zach had a really nice drive right there. He started pretty good, and then I think, they went a little bit cold towards the end of the first quarter and through a little bit of the second, but I think that final touchdown drives leaves a much better taste in my mouth as that first half comes to a close. How about you?
Tigo, I got one thing to say to you. Wakanda!
There we go.
That's our boy.
Oh, here we go. This is a good one. Jeremy, are you ready to cut Mekhi Becton?
Cut him. I'm not thinking cut him. I'm just happy he's playing a lot. Look, first of all, I personally would like to see him at right tackle anyway. And I'd rather see him at right tackle anyway. But I don't know, there's a couple of plays that obviously were not pretty, but I'm not going to sit there and say that. I mean, the issue with Becton is being on the field and being healthy. It's not about his skill or his ability. Right. I'm not worried about that. When the time comes, we saw what he did his rookie year. He's a talented player. So definitely not gonna freak out over it, especially because one of those plays definitely looks like a miscommunication, and the other one is he fell down. And if he fell down, he fell down. Any player could fall down.
And I would like to see more, because it hasn't even been a full half of Mekhi Becton, right? Because he wasn't in on the first 2 drives. So what do you want to call it? A quarter and a half for Mekhi? 1.5 quarters?
Barely, yeah. I think it was
Something like
2
that.
minutes in the first quarter. 2 minutes left in the first quarter, I think. So
what do you think of in this second half? How long are you thinking he goes in this second half?
I would love for him to play the rest of the game. I mean, like the idea is this was supposed to see how long he can go. Basically, they gave him the decision. They said you could play as long as you feel you could play. He was all motivated. He said, watch. I'd love to see him finish the whole game. And even if he makes mistakes, even if people are just going to say it's not the best game, he missed, he fell, or whatever people want to say, it's like we need him to just, the first step in this equation is that he's able to play, literally be on the field and play.
Right.
Then we still have a month to worry about, is he going to be good enough to play and be one of the starters?
Amen. You have John Nolte says Tippmann looking good. Any thoughts on what you've seen from Joe Tippmann so far?
There was one play I think that we were concerned, but we weren't sure. It could have been Cologne's fault. There was one play that I paid attention very heavily, and he did a great, he literally hit 2 guys. He blocked one guy and then went in and took another guy. So I liked what I saw there. The pass protection was good on that play too. So obviously we got to go back and watch a lot of the other snaps, but it feels like he's doing fine.
Absolutely. I'm with you on that one. Of course, Tigo was asked about basically his son, Max Mitchell. He says, I will need to watch the All-22 back, but I thought it was much better performance this week than the Hall of Fame game. And I haven't really noticed Max Mitchell, which usually for an offensive lineman, that's a good thing when you're not noticing them.
I would love to see what Tippmann's contribution was on the run play by Abawakanda.
Yes.
Like, I'd love to see, because it looked like he went right through the middle. So I'd love to watch that on like All-22 and see how much it had to do with Tippmann.
There we go. I'm just checking Twitter to see if there's any. I was curious to see if they had a snap count right now for Mekhi Becton, but I don't believe I've seen that anywhere.
If he doesn't come out for the second half, I'll be disappointed, because he has the green light, supposedly. So it would be very disappointing if he says, "Well, I've done enough."
Daniel says, sounds to me like Zach was throwing screen passes all day. True. Pretty much. He was taking what the defense was giving him, I think is the best way to word it. And look, like it felt like, and you tell me if you feel otherwise, it felt like Nathaniel Hackett was calling a game for a backup quarterback, which is exactly what he is right now. And he didn't ask him to do anything challenging. They ran the ball a lot. They built in the play action. And he was, a lot of it was check downs, but that's really all you're asking for him at this point.
Look, if this is a regular season game, like right now it's a real game, and I know it's not, but if it was, and we were up 13-0 at the half, and knock on wood, Zach Wilson for some reason had to be starting that particular game, and we're up 13-0, are we really crying and complaining? Are we upset? And I don't care how we're doing it. I don't care if he's freaking like underhanding the ball 2 yards every play. I don't care what he's doing. We got 13 points. They got 0. We're up 13-0 with our backup quarterback. Like, if you told me that was a situation in a regular season game, I mean, I'd probably be pretty okay with it. Also, who your opponent is matters too. But if it wasn't Houston and you told me we were playing a real team and that was the situation of the game, I'd say, okay, Zach's doing his job.
Right. Exactly. You're putting him in a spot where he can't lose you the game. which is a very safe way to play it. But again, if your QB2 is in, more likely than not, that's how you're running your offense.
Now, if you told me that 2 years ago when we drafted him, I'd be devastated.
Right.
That's what that's what we're happy with. But I mean, that's just the reality.
100%. Tigo chimes back and he says, lots of tight end and running back work is signature hack offensive play calling. Remember that it's a limited playbook because of preseason, but my expectation is this trend keeps into the regular season. I don't know about you, but that would make me significantly happy. I really like the Jets tight end room a lot. And I like these running backs. I know a lot of people want Dalvin Cook, and I get that, but I kind of like these youngsters.
Yeah, and Garrett Wilson's gonna get his shit. I mean, Garrett Wilson's Garrett Wilson. Rodgers is gonna find Garrett Wilson, and it's almost, it's not even a prediction. I'm sounding like that wrestling guy, Paul Heyman, but I'm saying it's a guarantee, but whatever he says. But like, think about it. I mean, we saw the all 22. We've watched him play. Garrett Wilson is gifted. He gets open, and Aaron Rodgers is a quarterback who throws it to open receivers accurately. It's going to be a very good year for Garrett Wilson. And if in between all of that, we eat up the clock and we're doing good running stuff and short tight end passes, and that's all great stuff because that's all safe, low turnovers. We have a great defense. Perfect for me.
Absolutely. A friend of the show, Dom C, chimes in. The D-line depth is going to be a problem for the league. We're going to be fresh and get in at the quarterback time after time. 100%. I mean, the Jets, we listed off the guy. No Al Woods, no Quinnen Williams, no Carl Lawson, no John Franklin Myers. That's pretty much your starting four, and they were still getting home like mad in this game. Really, really impressed from what I saw from the defensive line today.
I mean, can you imagine what it's like for the opposition when it's like every time you drop the pass, you just don't know who it is that's going to be coming at you, but it's going to be coming at you. Yeah, no matter who we are. I mean, there's no rotation we have where it's not talented people coming at you. It's crazy.
From like the edge and the interior, like, okay, you get to the second round on the interior guys, like that's where your Michael Clemens will be, kicked inside, or Quentin Jefferson, or, someone like that. Like these guys can play. Solomon Thomas, who's been pretty good so far in training camp. So
he's had a good camp, Solomon Thomas. And hopefully it holds up to the season, but he really, kind of like Sheldon Rankins did last year in his second season, he had a much better second year than his first year. Maybe that's going to be the case with Solomon Thomas.
There we go. Second half about to get underway. The Jets are kicking off, and here we go for half number 2. Special teams. Did you see who made the tackle?
Who was that? 43?
No. Keep looking. Is he number 25? Doing everything today. Look at that.
He's a one-man army.
Oh, that's great. Randy's here with the super chat. What's up? He says, I want Zach to play another quarter. What are your thoughts on that? I'll let you go first, Jeremy.
I would love it. I'd love it if he still plays. But I don't think he will because, he got that touchdown. I think it's kind of like let him leave on a high note.
Yeah.
But I'd love it if he kept playing.
I'm with you. Just based on who looks to be in right now on defense, that to me kind of hints at what that's going to look like on the offensive side of the ball as well. I wouldn't mind it, but I do think you're going to get just Tim Boyle here.
Once you see Denzel Smart,
yeah,
you know that you're up to Boyle.
Yeah. No disrespect. Although Will McDonald for 15th overall pick is still in here.
Well, that's because we don't have any scrub defensive edges.
Oh my God! Look at him. He was in there. He almost had that sack.
You're right. Oh, you're ahead of me for sure. But wow. Oh, look at that. All right.
Yeah, I'll pause for like 5 seconds and get you called. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi.
I can tell you out 33, 32, 31, 29, 28. I'm doing the play clock. 27.
Oh, now I'm behind you by a couple seconds.
Okay, so I'll pause it now. Now you do the countdown. Okay.
27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17.
Okay. We're like as close
Okay.
as you can be. Like you're a second ahead now, which is fine.
Okay. 3rd and 5. We'll see if they dial up the pressure. Here comes McDonald again. They dump it off. This might be a first down. It will be.
Yeah, they're gonna get. Yeah, I like that Barnes is still playing. That's cool. We're not calling Sherman's name a lot. I mean Sherwood.
Sherwood. Yeah, I haven't. He's been much quieter today. He was very, very noticeable in the Cleveland game.
Then again, I don't know how many snaps he was playing. It's hard to know. I mean, we didn't give up any points last half, so you can't really say anybody played poorly on defense. Eccles is having a hell of a game.
Yes, I agree with you there.
Let's go, McDonald. Get in there, McDonald. It was a fumble.
Botched. It looks like they're going to keep possession, though.
Yeah. McDonald didn't see that. He was too busy like going to where he thought the quarterback had to be.
Yeah.
Barnes almost got in there. I like that. I like to see the kids do smart things.
Yeah, I mean, even though this is much closer to the reserves, in here now, but still, they're around the ball. They're getting their pressure. Someone whiffed on their coverage. Who was that? I couldn't see.
Yeah.
36, Langford.
Eccles. Huh?
No, Langford.
Are there 2 36s?
Eccles is 26.
Oh. It's my dyscalcula.
Did he? Huge Johnson. Did he? He donated some memberships. It doesn't show up on StreamYard for some reason, so I gotta flip back over to YouTube.
Yeah, I'll look it out.
Oh yeah, there's some in there. Much appreciated. Thank you for the shout out, Duncan, for letting us know. It doesn't come through as a super chat, but this very much so appreciated. Your guys' support means the most. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, there it is. He gifted 5 of them.
Thank you, huge.
And Ron Weiss got one, which is cool because Ron Weiss also got a ticket to the to Jeff's camp for the 16th.
Very nice.
Joe S. Modine was gifted.
Hey Mo, happy Mo.
That's great. Jordan Victor and JD all gifted memberships.
How about Trey Dean coming down to the line of scrimmage to make a play? Do you think he has a chance for a roster spot?
Oh yeah, why not? Why not? I mean, I think the hard thing is that Ashton Davis is so valuable on special teams.
That's true. I'd rather keep Trey Dean though over Ashton if it came down to if you had to choose between those two guys.
Yeah. Oh yeah, higher ceiling.
McDonald in there again.
I mean, I'm not watching him play or whatever, but I loved him in college, and and Dom C loved him in college, and that means a lot. Even though Dom C is very grouchy.
Trey Dean, was that you were talking about?
I just slipped in a. Dom C liked Trey Dean a lot and really liked him, which gets me excited about players. But I also threw in a Dom C is also very grouchy.
Why is he a little grouchy? What are you doing as a little grouchy?
Oh, yesterday I was talking about how I wanted to do this for a long time. I found out online that you can make the
strip sack.
Oh my God, look at that.
Was that Will?
Who was that?
Oh, 69. Who the hell is 69?
I don't know. Some guy who might make the team now. Hector. Some guy named Hector.
Who the hell is that? Bruce Hector. They just signed him from the XFL. That's him, the XFL guy.
Wasn't he like a really good player in the USFL?
He didn't have a sack. He had a few tackles, but he didn't have a sack in 10 games. But Bruce Hector strip sack, baby. How about it?
Nice. We'll take it. Anyway, I saw online that you could make the frozen White Castle hamburgers taste like the ones from the restaurant if you use the Instapot and pressure steam them. Mm-hmm. So I'm telling these guys, Well, here we go. Wakanda doesn't go down right away. 6-7 yards. So I'm telling these guys, hey, I did it right, and they were great. I made these cheeseburgers, and they tasted much more like I went to White Castle. And I'm telling these guys, and just Domsey comes and goes, I don't like White Castle. I'm like, okay. And then a little bit later, I'm still, someone asked me about it. I'm saying, yeah, I put it in, I cooked it in the, and then Domsey goes, I detest White Castle.
Wow.
And I said, okay, yum yucker.
He said no fun for you. You're not allowed.
It's like, I get it. You don't like White Castle. Apparently I do, and I'd like to talk about it.
Yeah, I'm not really a big I never really was a big White Castle guy. It really bothered like, you can't have plans after you have White Castle. Like, that's
the problem. The problem is, and I regretted it this morning.
Okay.
I mean, there's a problem with White Castle hamburgers. There's a price that you pay.
By the way, so Tim Boyle is in, but Mekhi Becton has remained in the game.
Interesting. Yeah.
It's good. Hey, a Brownlee catch.
A Brownlee catch.
I want to hear any no slander.
First down. Brownlee coming through. I'm looking at this cookie. What I'm scared of is that I'm not, like, all I have up here is seltzer.
Okay.
And I only have a certain amount of seltzer. So that's the scary part. I might take a little bite.
Big bite. Come on. Don't be a baby.
I don't know what I'm up against. That's the problem.
Oh, come on. It only says very hot on the package.
No, it says super hot.
Oh, super hot. I'm sorry. Whoever number 40 is on the Panthers looked like they kind of, I don't know if they threw a punch, but they were going a little extra at our guy, Joe Tippmann. I didn't really care for that at the end of this last play.
I do not like that Reaper pepper, man. It hurts.
Okay.
And then the fact that it's Insomnia hot sauce. It doesn't give any rating. Dried Carolina Reapers. Oh my God.
You got to let me know when you're going in for the bite here.
Oh, of course.
I got one eye going down on you, like looking down at you, and one eye at the screen, but I don't want to miss anything.
No, if I do this, everybody will know. Look, you're all going to find out. I'm a cautious person. I'm not taking a big bite. I'll take a small bite. Sometimes a small bite is enough to really do some damage.
You're not wrong.
The Reaper pepper is literally, like, I think it's number 2 now, hottest pepper in the world. So,
oh, what are you doing?
That was brutal. And for a second, I forgot it wasn't Zach. I was about to say, "Oh, you killed your day," but it wasn't Zach Wilson.
Tim Boyle is a hilarious quarterback.
I mean, people were mad at Zach. People were mad at Zach being the number 2 quarterback. People should be more mad at that. Why is Boyle our number 3 quarterback?
Yeah. Where's Tony Alexia? You know what he's going to be saying in the chat any second now.
I mean, he just threw it right to him.
Yeah.
Oh, that was ugly.
Oh, here we go.
Look what Rusty Spooner is saying.
Where's Rusty?
Eat the seats and don't be a wuss. The return of the Jets eye. Rusty Spooner. We're just waiting for the right moment.
So while you're contemplating your existence, shout out to Tigo who sent me this message, but Connor Hughes tweeted out, Mekhi Becton has played 25 snaps, 22 on offense, 3 on special teams. The Jets wanted him to get to that milestone, and he's still going strong. I want to continue to see him out there. Like, I don't want him to call it at 25. I want him to push a little bit.
Right. Exactly. I do want to say, I haven't done it today yet. I usually do it. If you want to see me eat things, I mean, I might do it today, but if you want to see more of me eating hot food or any food, you can visit me on YouTube on the Jets Lounge. If you want to watch me review food, you could do it at Brooklyn Brothers Food Review on YouTube, where me and my two brothers review everything under the sun. But Jets Lounge, if you want me to want to watch me eat, hurt myself while I'm talking about the Jets. I'm looking at this cookie and I'm just...
It's a commercial. Now would be the perfect time.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, do we want to wait until like the fourth quarter at least?
I think you're going to handle it just fine. I am fully confident.
I'm going to open it up and I'm going to smell it.
Okay.
Oh. I thought for sure that I was just going to smell like a cookie with a little bit of heat. And I just hurt my... You know when you breathe in horseradish?
Oh, so you could smell colors right now. Oh, this is going to be good. Well, I mean, we're halfway through the third. So if you want to wait to the start of the fourth, I will allow for that. But the start of the fourth is the latest I'll allow. I don't want to get to the end of this game and you're still sitting on that cookie.
Yeah, okay.
Tabs Any Button says he loves what he's seeing from Zaire Barnes. He's been one of the more noticeable linebackers for me, I would say.
Yeah, I'd say the most noticeable today. The most noticeable linebacker today.
There you go. They're showing the replay of this Boyle interception. I can't.
It's brutal.
It's brutal. That was gross. Tigo says Becton is done for the day. Salah sat him to give the other guys reps. Seems like he is ready to keep going, but coaching staff making the change.
Nice hit.
Is that Barnes? We were just talking about him, right? 53.
Yeah, there you go. He's going to be a player, folks. He's going to be a player. He's got good instincts.
Yeah, he kind of has a nose for the ball. Like I feel like he's always around the play.
I don't care that it's third string because it's still the quickness of whatever the play is. Like he's still everywhere on the field where he needs to be.
And like he is also the Jets' third string on the defense. Like it's third string going against third string. Like this is the competition that.
Right. Not bad for a rookie fighting for a roster spot.
Correct.
Right.
Oh, is Corral going to run? No, he was past the line of scrimmage. Come on now. There was no way he wasn't past the line.
There's a flag.
Okay, thank you. He was like 2 yards in front and threw that.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
It felt like it. What do you think? This is Old Miss? Where they miss the calls?
But
Is Teen Bean in here? I see somebody saying Teen Bean.
Is he? I haven't seen the name pop in. It's highly possible that he is. Yeah, he was past the line of scrimmage. Brian Costello tweeted it, said it looked like Robert Saleh just told Becton he is done for the day and gave him a big handshake as well. As he walked to the sideline, Jets have to be happy with how much Becton played today. Good. That's a big step forward in the right direction for him.
Hank G is like the nicest guy.
Oh no, what did he say?
He's saying, Jeremy, don't hurt yourself.
No, we want me.
He's worried about me.
No, we do things for the content here. We don't care what happens to our body.
I could see Greeny what he would say. Man, I go away for 1 week and this guy's eating hot cookies.
What's up with that, man?
I'll tell you, man. When I was homeless living in Newark,
brushing the beard,
hungry, I wouldn't eat that cookie.
We love you, Bean. Thank you for letting us fill in for you doing this. Okay, so Buffalo Jet fan, if you're not following him on Twitter, you should be. He is a fantastic follow. He tweeted after the Boyle interception, he tweets, Tim Boyle exits the QB2 discussion, but is now in play at safety after that tackle.
My brother is telling me to eat.
Yeah. You should. You got about 6 minutes of game.
Well, I'm gonna put the leftover in a Ziploc, and I'm bringing it up to Portland the next time I visit my brother.
Okay, good.
I'm gonna put it in a Ziploc, put it in the freezer, and he's eating the rest.
Perfect.
Wow, McDonald was owned on that play, but he still almost got to the quarterback.
Cool.
He still almost got there. The guy was desperate. He had to push him and shove him because from behind.
That was Javelin Guidry beaten coverage, and I know one.
That's why we can't get upset though, because it's like, look who's out there. It's like, yeah, we're going to get all bent out of shape because of Javelin Guidry.
Oh, someone's down. Corral is down. Maybe that was a late hit.
Oh,
is he Corral's 12? I guess, or no? Maybe that's a receiver.
I can't tell. I hope it wasn't a late hit on Corral. I hate that.
Yeah, that'd just be really shitty. Like, there's no need for that. In
It's not Corral. It's Smith.
Okay.
He's walking. He's all right.
Okay, that's good.
Last thing we want to see in a preseason game is an injury to anybody.
Yeah, 1,000%. It was a personal foul on the play. They're going to show a replay. What? They showed a replay, but I'm not sure what.
Me too. I didn't see anything. I don't know.
Here's McDonald back in. Watch him at the bottom of your screen.
2nd and 15.
They're setting up the screen.
Green pass. Let's see what happens. McDonald! McDonald, baby!
It was Barnes with the big hit.
Oh, it was Barnes too? McDonald came from behind.
Yeah.
Which is what you need to do on a screen. Finally got a player that might have figured it out. I love that he's not only rushes the quarterback, but he turns around and goes back on the screen. So Barnes is looking really good, man. I would love to see him get some play time. Didn't he start the game? Hasn't he been playing all game?
Yes, he's been.
Right. Yeah,
he's been in pretty much the entire time.
So he's playing against. Yeah, so there. I mean, he can't control the competition he's playing against.
No.
All right. They have to punt, I guess.
Yeah, unless they want to go for it. This is about, what, 5 yards, maybe 4th and 5? 4th and 6. It looks like
it's preseason, so they might.
They should. I would think, try it. Why not?
You're down.
Langford, I'm just seeing his back, but it looks like they're keeping the offense out there. Unless they're going to let it run down and take a timeout.
I think they're going to go for it. Well, it's only 10 seconds left. You're right. They're going to have to call timeout. Oh, no. 5 seconds. No way.
I guess they took yeah.
They took a timeout.
If they really ran down the clock and took a timeout just to punt in the third quarter of the second preseason game, like, come on. What are we doing here?
I feel like I have to get my wife up here to record me eating the cookies so I can simultaneously do a short for my channel.
There you go.
I can lean my phone against the TV probably.
You could do that. Duncan says, love the tackling today. First contact tackling, which is, I agree. That is good. I don't know if you hold it down for a second. I want to run to the bathroom real quick.
I'll hold it down. Duncan. Every time I see that name, it reminds me of Dunkin' Donuts. I think about the coconut custard. That was a good one. It's a good one. Look, I don't know. It's amazing to me that Jeff fans will still find something to complain about. We're winning 13-0 in a preseason game where we didn't use our starting quarterback. We didn't use Garrett Wilson. We barely used any of our other starting wide receivers. We did not see Breece Hall. I don't know what anybody would be upset about. Our draft pick, McDonald, is having a great game. He's doing fine. Zaire Barnes is having a great game. We haven't called Titman's name, so probably means that Titman's doing all right. So it's good to see the young guys playing well. Apparently, Becton played a lot of snaps in the team that he met his milestone, and they actually pulled him out. So that's good news from the perspective of he took a lot of reps and he appears healthy. He did make appeared to make a couple of bad mistakes, though. So that's the update on Becton. Just wrapping everything up. And Aberwakanda looks excellent. Like, overall, very happy with what we saw from him. So I think that overall we should be happy as Jets fans. Today so far has been a good day.
Hard agree. Taps Any Buttons is back. Says Zaire Barnes. I'm telling you, he's showing out. He's been very, very noticeable, especially ever since Taps Any Buttons sent in that original chat. He's only gotten better.
Yeah.
You're looking at about 3 minutes to cookie time.
I'm probably going to do one of my own little bathroom breaks.
Perfect.
I'll wait until this 4th and 6 play, though, of course.
4th and 6. We'll see. Flag?
On who? If it's on them, they got a punt.
False start. Yeah.
They definitely got a punt now, right? I would love for them to go in on 4th 11, man. They'll just bring in McDonald's and Huff and let them start drooling.
There you go. Tigo's chirping you for your pronunciation. Abanaconda.
Yeah.
I like how you do it. Oh, they're still going for it on 4th and 11. How about this? Will McDonald on the bottom of your screen. Watch him. Oh, nice spin move.
Oh, he hit him. He hit him. He caused it. He caused the early throw.
That ball was like 20 yards overthrown.
I was saying Abana Akanda the whole time the right way the first half, I want to say.
Abanaconda.
But when I don't see his name written out for a long time, I can't do it anymore. But when he's in the game, I can see it and say Abana Akanda. That's how the announcer did it in college.
They would go nuts. It wasn't, they didn't take it easy on him. That's for sure.
Kuntz and Yaboa in there at the same time.
There you go.
All
Jason,
the tight ends played today.
all the tight ends did get involved. Love to see that. All three main guys. And yeah, I mean, Yaboa had the touchdown reception. Kuntz in there now. Oh, play action. Boyle. Yeah, just get back to
Tippmann? Dude, if they show that play again, watch what Tippmann did.
Okay.
He knocked the guy flat on his ass. That was beautiful.
I've seen CJ Mosley get interviewed. I'm not seeing it.
Tippmann just choke slam the guy. It looked like. This guy's got to play, man. We got to get this kid in the starting lineup.
If he keeps putting good tape out there, that's what we said in the open of the show. Just continue to keep stacking, make plays, and do your thing. You'll play. I'll watch him on this play. Let's see. All right. We'll keep a close eye on Tippmann. He might have lost that rep, but they still ran for 5.
Yeah. Nah, well, I mean, that took that guy forever.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to run. I'll be right back.
Okay.
And then
it's good. So if you're just joining the program, Jeremy has a hot cookie, a habanero cookie that he wants to try. He had about 85, not dumplings, but I forget what they were called. We were talking about him at the start of the program, but he's done a number on food. Another run for Izzy. He's going to get about he kept the legs going. He's pretty close to the first down. We'll call it 3rd and 1. Phil says, Matt, I have a secret for Jeremy for cookie. Okay. I'm very interested on what this secret is. Please let us know. Tim says, where does one even find a habanero cookie? I have no idea. His wife was at some sort of like street fair kind of thing. And Izzy's going to be I think just short. I would really like to see the Jets go for it here. I know they're up 13. You could just run out the field goal unit, get a chip shot, but I'd rather do the 4th and short, go for it. Let's see. They're interviewing CJ Mosley. I can't tell what. The offense is still on the field. Okay, here we go. So 2 wide. Tim Boyle's going to run right up the gut. I think he's got it. He definitely has it. Did he hold on to the ball? Yes, he did. So that is a first down. That's 2 quarterback sneaks for a first down now, Jeremy.
Wow. That's right. Zach got one.
That's right.
Wakanda. Now I'm going to just say it for the hell of saying it.
How are you Are you sweating pretty good? You got about 30 seconds.
Yeah, look, I heard you trying to explain where my wife got it. It's actually kind of interesting. You see, in Portland, they have all these food pods.
Oh, okay.
Like pods where there's like 20 food trucks and there's a bar and they put out picnic tables and they're all over Portland. So what Sacramento is doing to copy that is at the farmer's market, they extended it 2 blocks and they have a full block that's just filled with food trucks and food carts. And they put out picnic tables and they put up like an outdoor bar. Like one of the food trucks is a bar and everything with seating. And we didn't know that. My wife just discovered it just now. And she brought home all these pierogies and all this delicious stuff for me. And she also got this cookie.
There we go. It was a pierogi. I couldn't think of the word pierogi either before. I was like, it's like a dumpling, but not quite a dumpling.
But well, I mean, and that's what it's like. It's a dumpling. It's just what's inside it is different. It's like it's like it's potato onion or it's like a sweet cheese.
Yeah.
You know, the best way to describe it is like blintzes. If you ever had blintzes,
Okay.
Except they're shaped differently, right? So anyway, the weird thing that my wife did was she said habanero cookie. She goes, "Do you want a habanero cookie?" And I said, "Yeah," because I'm not afraid of habanero peppers. And then I turned this over. I almost didn't notice because I wasn't looking at the label. When I turned it over, that's where I saw habanero Reaper. And when you look at the ingredients, it says dried Carolina Reapers. I mean, this is like it is like there's no joke. It's like I don't know if you've ever watched me and my brothers do some of these sauces, but when we do the Reaper sauces, one made my brother Lee run away from the camera.
That's great. I haven't seen a video with I've seen a few different pizza reviews, but I haven't seen any of the hot ones. So I'm very excited to see your actual reaction because even you just smelling the cookie got a good reaction. Phil is saying if you eat chocolate, it will help you.
I don't have anything up here. You know what I have here that I could turn to? Maybe if it's really, really bad, I could just eat this chip.
Oh yeah, that's got to be good. I mean, the red skull with the flame on it, that can't be too bad.
This is the big thing I'm waiting to eat. I don't even know what's gonna make me eat this.
Like, Dano just got here and said, "What did I just tune into?" So, for Dana and anyone who came in, we have a habanero cookie that Jeremy has to eat once the third quarter.
A habanero Reaper cookie.
Yes. He's been sitting on this thing since the first quarter. We've been trying to, at first it was maybe at halftime I'll do it. Then, I got to find a good time in the third quarter. He's bitching out a little bit, I think. Okay.
No. But here's the agreement though. You're going to download and chop this part up for me, like and send it to me.
Deal.
You gotta give me the download.
At some point later today, I will download and clip this part.
Right. I just need because I have to at least be able to put this on the food channel.
Yes, we will get that clipped and sent over to you at some point.
Look, I don't know what it's going to do to me, but based on the reaction, you might want to use it as part of the intro for this channel.
Yeah, Talkin Jet. That's good for the Talkin Jets. No context.
It might end up being one of the classic moments, like someone Someone has to go to the hospital.
We're in the fourth quarter now, Jeremy. I don't know what you are waiting for.
Okay. Well, we're by the end zone. How
Okay.
about we score the touchdown? I eat the cookie.
If we settle for a field goal, throw an interception, I don't care.
Okay, but I'm saying let's at least score the touchdown, and then I'll eat it.
Okay, fine.
I'm saying I don't want to miss the touchdown because I'm so
Good.
focused on the pain. All right.
I'll allow that.
Come on, Boyle. What you got?
A little play action bootleg. Hit him. He's open. There he goes.
Nice. Who was that? 49? A.J. Jenkins. Okay, here we go. I'm going to take a bite of this cookie. I'm afraid to touch it, so I'm going to push it up through the wrapper because I don't have gloves, and it's Reaper pepper, so I don't want that on my fingers. Because if you
touch your eye after that,
you're dead if you do that. Yeah, so. Okay, here we go. I'm going to take a bite. Oh, my God. I can't believe I'm going to do this.
For 2 hours now. Here he goes.
Oh, my God.
He takes a bite. You choose.
Right away.
Does it taste good?
The cookie's really good. But the heat is really bad.
The heat is bad. He's trying to get it down. He's looking for something, but there's nothing there for him to save. He's reaching. Where's that seltzer?
Oh, my God. Oh, shit.
He's pouring it into a cup. He's not even a heathen. He's not going to drink it straight out of the bottle.
Oh, my God. Oh. Oh. Holy shit.
That's great.
Oh. Oh.
What's the number for 911?
Oh, my God.
All right. So where's the heat? Is it in your mouth? Do you feel it in your chest? What take us through?
My mouth is on fire.
His mouth is on fire.
Oh.
Switching the seltzer.
I have only this much left. I'm going to be in trouble. Oh. Oh, I'm texting my wife to bring me ice. Oh,
ice. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh boy.
Trying to swallow more chaos.
My mouth is on fire. This was a mistake.
Oh no.
Oh, this is really bad. Oh, look how small of a bite it was.
Yeah, you took a little baby bite.
Oh. Oh. I gotta ask my wife if she just signed the disclaimer.
Did you have to sign it?
Oh. Whew. Oh my God. I do have some sour cream I didn't eat from the pierogies. I might have to eat sour cream.
Yeah, lick that. Go to town on that thing.
Oh my God.
This is the best part of the game.
The scary part is it hasn't turned yet. Ooh.
What do you mean it hasn't turned yet?
Like it hasn't hit the apex and started getting better. Ooh.
It's still been the same. We're not even remotely. We're still going to town on that seltzer.
I got this much left. My wife is not responding. Ooh.
Joe I says, OMG, I'm embarrassed for the bald guy.
Oh, she's here. You got ice?
I didn't know if you wanted an ice pack.
That wasn't no habanero. That was Reaper.
Oh no! Oh no!
Here you go, Bing.
Oh God!
Right, Ralph?
He's sucking ice cubes. Let's pull in Tigo. I sent him a link top in here. Tigo, what do you think of all this, man?
It is the last time that this happened. I think like it was me, Jeremy. I think it was Adam and Nick, and we were live for like 5 hours, and it just went into utter chaos. And Jeremy turned the color like red. He's not as red as I expected him to be.
That's what I was gonna say. Your skin tone is still like you still look relatively normal as it could be.
Well, I ate like 4 teaspoons of like the last dab or something that night.
Okay.
Well,
Oh yeah, that was like it was so insane that day. He put a donation incentive and then didn't put it at a ridiculous amount, so people were just donating like $2 or $3, and he was just having to suck down the last dab all day.
Jerome says, "Wait till you're on the toilet."
Hey, Burns coming in and out.
yeah, it's never affected me that bad, but this is the worst pain I've ever felt in my tongue ever.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
This
This is just after one bite, by the way.
How am I gonna open this?
I thought you used your teeth or something. Here, let go. Oh, the dogs are here. Uh-oh.
Poor Jeremy. Nice, nice stick. Who is that? 38.
It may have turned a little bit, except for the tongue. It hurts the tongue.
This is the worst part about like the 90-man roster is like you there's no way you're gonna be able to figure out who these guys are. Especially we got 231s. Like it's just like
And how about 297s who both play on the defensive line? Like Isaiah Matt and Pita Tamo Pinu, or however you pronounce the last name.
I don't even try. He's a stud. He's a guy I'm hoping we can keep on the practice squad.
Your guy, oh no, that wasn't McDonald. I'm sorry. That was 98. Alexander, the UDFA, was in the mix there.
Yo, I think so.
I'm not in pain. Is when the ice is on my tongue.
Gotta make it go numb.
Yeah.
Icy hot, just right on the tongue, right? I will say this. I am slowly but surely becoming a secret Pittsburgh Panthers fan. Like the school. We've got so many guys coming out of Pitt, coming to the Jets, and I like all of them. Like, I was a huge Pinnock guy. Jordan Whitehead's not that bad. Izzy, Carter Warren, Deslin Alexander. Oh, Pita almost had him.
Still stop them short of the sticks, though. We'll take that. They're going to go for it, you'd imagine, right?
Of course. There's no reason not to. You're not really all that worried about injuries, like especially like it's really a bad thing to say, but you're not all that worried about like Corral getting hurt because you have Andy Dalton, like he's the backup. And so
that's right. I forgot he was there.
Yeah, they haven't even dressed him.
No, why would you? He doesn't need the reps.
No, he doesn't, like at all. So it's
oh, nice play. Really nice play.
Ooh, Vigil, man. He's trying to make a push for the roster. He was one of the 2 guys that we brought in after we cut Hamza and I forget who else it was. And no, it was when we waived Chris Streveler and he went to the IR. And then we brought in those 2 linebackers. Vigil was one of them. And I believe he's a 3-year vet who is like, he's not great. Don't get it wrong. But he's a guy who can legitimately push for linebacker 5.
I like that. What are you sucking on, Jeremy?
A grape otter pop.
Oh, those are the best. Those frozen pops.
Tigo, when he's old enough, you should get this for your kid.
The freezy icy pops.
Yeah,
we're having him like not those because they're too big. But there's a kid version of that because he's teething really badly right now. And so he can suck on the little ice pops and he can use his little baby teeth to munch on them. And it really, really helps.
There you go.
You know what's good for teething? Frozen waffles.
Frozen?
Because the little squares catches the saliva.
I thought you were going to say a little Jack Daniels on the gums.
Well, if we were in the 90s, I'd be all down. I'd be down. I've got a real nice 12-year and a nice decanter, and I'd rub it up, but I think they take your kids away if you do that now.
Yeah, no. 30 years ago, maybe different story.
Yeah. When we were growing up, maybe.
Yes.
I remember growing up, my parents would just decide I was sick and give me cough syrup to go to bed.
Oh yeah, that puts you right down.
Yeah.
A little
Oh, you're
Benadryl.
sick. Here's some cough syrup.
Yeah, a little Benadryl, put you right out.
Wow. It still hurts when I'm not eating. It still burns. It's my tongue. It's all my tongue right now. And I did I did I did make the mistake of licking my lip at one point. And
Oh, Jeremy.
that was a mistake.
Now that right hand is off limits for every other orifice because now you've got it on your hand.
I know. No, I don't. Hopefully not. I'm not going to touch my eyes. I'll tell you that much.
I made that mistake because I got pepper sprayed like in the Navy. Well, not pepper sprayed, like you get like mustard gas or whatever. And I made that mistake of like you take your mask off and you get gassed, and then you walk out and your whole face is just leaking, right? And they tell you like don't touch your face, don't touch your face. And I made the mistake of going with my sleeve to like wipe off some of the stuff, thinking it's not my hands, it'll be fine. And then I never took the jacket off for the day. Like I kept my like jacket on because when I went through basic, it was in the winter in Chicago. And later on that day, I don't remember what I was doing. I was sweating and I wiped my brow with it.
Croft just tried to hurdle somebody and it didn't go well. Sorry.
Kuntz?
Who did I say?
Croft.
TBT? No, Kuntz, yes. So it was in Chicago in the winter. Sorry to cut you off.
No, like I said, I just wiped my brow up here, not realizing that I was rubbing all of like that gas on my forehead. And so as I was sweating, it went into my eyes and I got a repeat of it.
Oh God. That's no good.
No, it sucks. Did Icky play today with the first team?
I don't remember seeing him.
To be fair, it was hard to not notice. It was hard to notice anybody on the offensive line doing anything positively because our defensive line just dominated them.
Yeah.
He did play.
He did? Okay.
Yeah. Bryce Huff got him pretty good.
There we go.
On the first series.
I mean, he did nothing to shut us down. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't help his offense in any way. Really.
But like, it's one of those things where like people are gonna have to like have that realization. It was one of the things that we were talking about in our group chat, Jeremy, which is just like our defensive line. And I'm not comparing the guys on our defensive line to the guys that I'm about to mention, but our defensive line is so deep that you just get to a point of like you can't stop everyone. It's the same kind of thought process of like, how are you going to stop Micah Parsons? Like, it doesn't matter. You can throw 11 guys at him and he's going to get a sack, right? Like, how do you stop him? It's impossible. And it's just one of those things where it's just like, it's a pick who's going to sack you kind of game with the New York Jets because you can't cover everybody. Someone's going to get open. Like, someone's going to get through and hit your quarterback.
There's going to be a lot of teams that it's going to be frustrating at times because there's going to be teams that are only just doing quick little nitpicky, short little plays. They're going to do everything they can to neutralize us. But when they fall behind, that's the difference. Having Aaron Rodgers, when they fall behind, you can't do that when you're behind. You have to start passing at some point, and we're going to have a field day. I can't believe my freaking tongue still hurts.
You poor man. I'm so sorry.
What sucks is the cookie was actually really good. Like, it's a really good cookie. It's just that the fire comes out of it when you chew on it.
Oh, they might get this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Is that Travis Dye?
Travis
Yeah.
Dye, baby.
Travis Dye.
I love this kid, man. Travis Dye is going to have a really, really long NFL career, not because he is this world star, world beating running back. It's because he's just so good in pass protection. That's one of the things that was like touted about him out of USC is that he's just a really good pass protector. And if you can pass protect really well and play special teams, which is something that he can do, you're going to have a super long career in the NFL. I'm hoping that we can stash him on the practice squad for a year, and like no one goes and claims him because I really like this kid.
Look at this.
But
Again,
again, man, he's a guy that if he didn't get hurt at USC, would have gone drafted. Would have gone in that same type of range, in my opinion, like as Israel Abanikanda. 4th, 5th, 6th round, right in there, someone would have drafted him based purely on the fact of like he's not a half bad runner and he's a really good pass protector.
like the way Chico says his name perfectly, like he's practiced it 20 times. Like he's
What?
sitting in front of
Which
the
one?
mirror and said it 100 times.
In front of a mirror every day.
What?
Abanikanda.
Abanikanda? It's not that hard.
For Jeremy, it is apparently.
Abanikanda.
So, but the other thing is I spent all year watching Izzy at Pitt. A lot of my friends are Pittsburgh Steelers fans, and I
Okay.
can't with the Steelers. So where we meet in the middle is with the Panthers. And so like I was watching a lot of the Pittsburgh Panthers all year. And so I watched all 21 of his touchdowns and I knew who Izzy was, obviously, coming into the draft. I had mock drafts that I did where I took a Abanikanda in the 2nd round, in the 3rd round, because I liked him that much.
You see, the other guys can't run well, but Dye was. I really hope he survives the practice squad because I'm impressed with him.
I was gonna say, I don't know. He might go claimed. Someone might claim him.
If he keeps stacking days like this, a team that's going to claim a running back, in my opinion, is probably going to be the Tampa Bay Bucks. And there's a spot where like they need running back help. They need someone to protect Baker Mayfield and Kyle Trask because their offensive line is absolutely in shambles. That solves both of those issues, and we're practicing with them this week.
Yeah, that's a really good.
Look at who is that? Him again?
Yeah, that's Dye again.
Dude, he's at a different level than anybody else that was carrying the ball because we couldn't do anything with the other guy, and every time he touches the ball, he goes right through.
I will say this. This is a mismatch in favor of Travis Dye in terms of like he's playing a 3rd team defense and like he was, in my opinion, a premier running back in college last year and would have been higher up on boards if he didn't get hurt last year. But you have to play the team in front of you, right? It's the same thing you guys were saying about Zaire Barnes. You play the team in front of you. You can't decide or figure out who that guy is in front of you. Again, with Travis Dye, I love this kid.
Jeez. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get another one of these cookies. If I take the sticker off, I'm gonna send it to Green Bean. I'm just gonna be like, Bean, you've gotta try it. They're the best cookies. Because he'll get all excited. Like he'll be like, oh, send me a cookie, man. You know, like, can you imagine if he shoves it this way?
You don't think he would get the whiff as soon as he opened it?
I don't know, man. But all I know is if he ended up eating it, like, and it works, he'd kill me. Whenever he was like, he would kill me.
How about this? The Travis Dye show.
Yeah. Just keep feeding the kid the rock.
It's amazing. At this point, you could tell them he's getting the ball and they can't stop him. They just took over.
Eight carries for 34 yards and 3 catches for 25.
It's a solid day for the young man.
You know, he's only come in the second half of this game.
With no offensive line because everybody else that's gotten the ball hasn't gotten a yard.
You got to give it to him again here, no? 1st and goal from the 3. Nothing there.
Gosh.
Bumper pool.
Oh my God, I remember Bumper Pool.
Bumper pool. That was Green Bean's guy.
Who the hell is Bumper Pool?
He's a he's a line. What is he? He's a linebacker.
Bumper Pool. That's a great name.
There he is, Bumper Pool. 47th.
Did he get drafted? Or was he UDFA?
Carolina. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I think priority free agent, but that's hilarious. bumper pool. Only he comes up with these guys.
I have a buddy of mine that we do like draft prep together, right? And we like scour and all of this stuff. And every year he does his first round, all Madden name, like best names of the draft, first round mock draft. So it's not like the best, like it wasn't Bryce Young going first overall. It was like whoever had the best names, and he used to find all of the best names in the draft. Divine Diablo, I remember that kid.
That's a good name.
Harry W says he was drafted. Bumper pool.
He was drafted.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, he goes, I picked him in the 6th round of my mock. So he was drafted by our guy, Harry.
Use Johnson is saying $20 to eat the whole cookie.
Ooh.
Oh, no way. That's not nearly enough.
100.
I don't think you understand the pain I'm in. I look, at some point, even if I agreed to do it for the right amount of money, I would still wait. I'd say I still have to get like a half a gallon of ice cream. But right now, I have no desire to do it. Like not even for money. Like there's just no desire to do it. I mean, my mouth is still bumped. Like there's still some burn in there right now on my lips and on my tongue. I mean, I'm obviously much better, but wow, that was brutal.
You think Aaron Rodgers has 4 more years left in him? Let's say it's not with the Jets, whatever. You think Aaron Rodgers can play for 4 more years?
If he did, I think it would be with the Jets. But
yeah. I'm just asking because, like, I think it's hilarious. I just saw one of the graphics that came up. Bryce Young was born in 2001. Aaron Rodgers was drafted in 2005. If he plays 4 more years, there will be kids who are going into the NFL as old as Aaron Rodgers' career period. And that would be hilarious to me.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's not even like can Aaron Rodgers play for the... I'm just saying like that would be insane.
Wow.
I think he's gonna play 3.
I do too.
I do. As long as nothing goes wrong.
That's right.
Yeah, as long as nothing goes wrong. So he's a moody guy, you know. One bad thing happens, someone says something wrong that pisses him off. They'll go back into that hole and come out and say, I want to be a chief.
Oh no, please.
Back up Mahomes.
If you want a free ring, like you sign a multi-year deal to back up Mahomes, the chances of you getting a ring pretty easy.
I would think so.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we're going to be what stops Kansas City from winning more Super Bowls than they could have.
I hope that's the case, man. I really do.
Meanwhile, I know it's preseason, but it's nice to dominate a game.
Yeah, from start to finish. I mean, they looked good on all levels. You could find positive things with each group of guys that were out there on both offense and defense. And specials. Zerline good again, and Thomas Morstead with a punt down to the 1. Sign me up, man.
Yeah.
I love that. We are, let's see, how much time is remaining? You got a minute 54 left in the 4th. So we are winding down, closing in on a New York Jets W.
Shutout W.
Shutout W. Ironically, Tim Boyle's only incomplete pass was the interception.
But how many passes has he made since the incomplete?
It can't be. He's 8 of 9. So.
Right? So is it like one pass to Travis Dye in the flat who ran it for 25 yards? Like, is that it?
Probably.
Because that drive was just, hey, Travis, here's the ball. Go. It's so funny because, like, we had the joint practices with Carolina or whatever, And I made a video recapping, as every Jets content creator did, recapping the joint practice. And I had so many Carolina Panthers fans in my comments, like yelling at me because I had the audacity as a Jets content creator to only cover the Jets side of the joint practice and to say that the defense did well. I said that the Jets defense dominated the Carolina Panthers offense and that the Carolina Panthers defense dominated the New York Jets offense. It was a battle of the defenses. And I got crucified. And I'm going back into the comment section after this game and I am adding every single one of those guys and being like, so the defense didn't dominate you guys? Question mark.
I live for that level of petty. That's fantastic. 3rd down and goal. Let's see. I wanted him to get in.
Dang, how far ahead are you?
He's even 2
Stopped at the
seconds ahead of
line.
me.
How did that happen?
It's weird how it spaces out. That happens to me in Green Bean all the time.
I didn't.
It's like we get in sync, and then I'll start to move ahead of him again by accident, or or vice versa. It doesn't matter. We've got 1:48 left.
Now I'm going in slow motion.
Like what enjoyment did Carolina fans have today? Like this, if they stop us, really? Okay, so some guys that are going to be selling insurance or working at Costco in a month from now, we're able to stop our guys that are going to be selling car insurance or working at Home Depot in a month from now.
I always found that like people who like take the preseason like seriously, like legit. Yeah, our team won. Screw you guys. Like, yeah, we won, but like half of the guys that we saw today are going to be working at UPS. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right.
I always the stat I always use is the 0-16 Detroit Lions won every single preseason game. They went 4-0 in the preseason.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Oh my!
I forgot what year that is. I think it's like what, like 8?
Oh,
9?
I was gonna say 070. I think it's 08 because that's what got them Stafford then in the 09 draft.
Yeah.
It's like it's freaking practice. It's a scrimmage. And not only that, but people are working on specific things, right? Specific
Limited playbook.
Right.
Like, I swear I saw the offense. They've been running the same like 6 or 7 plays, just out of different looks. It's the same 7 or 8 plays.
You have to when you have all these guys coming in and out, right? Cutting guys, bringing in new guys. I mean, they're just, what are you going to do? Plus, we ain't giving nothing away. We ain't giving, nobody gets to, Buffalo is not going to get to see anything about what we're really about, until Monday night when we come out on the field.
That's right.
Yep.
And you don't want to give away too much either. Like, you want to keep it this way. I don't think you want to be going out and showing your entire playbook.
No. Again, especially with the New York Jets and how many of our players got claimed last year. We're the number 1 poached team in terms of
That's
cuts.
True. And it could be that way again if, like we were talking earlier, that probably one of Malik Taylor or Jason Brownlee is going to be available. I think, that is someone who's going to get claimed. There's guys on the defense that are going to get claimed. It's not going to be easy cutting this down to 53.
No,
not at all.
All right.
yes,
Zach
Coons.
Is it? No, I'm shit. Oh, here we go. Wide open. Zach Kuntz, baby. 27. They got to hit the PAT, but.
Come on. Greg's been automatic.
Yeah.
How good does it feel to know that I haven't worried about special teams at all this preseason?
Or should you?
I haven't thought about it. Like, at all. I was like, punter, kicker, long snapper, we're good. Got Greg the Leg, Thomas Morstead, and the GOAT, Thomas Hennessy.
Hennessy Hive.
Right up the middle. Gotta love it.
Greg the Leg. I think Tigo, didn't you like him? Were you pulling for him? I'm just kidding. That'll drive Nick crazy. We should throw that back in his face.
I wanted Greg the Leg over Eddie every single day of the week.
Yeah.
So did I.
I was like, I would punt Eddie to the moon.
I mean, look, Greg the Leg, he's a guy that you have no problem going for a 55-yard field goal, like because deep down you have a legitimate
He has a
shot.
shot. Right.
Like you're always. It doesn't matter where you are in the field. He can't. Like there's at least you at least got a chance. You know. Let me ask this question to you guys to get a different opinion. Let's say you have to expose both Malik Taylor and Jason Brownlee, right, for cutdowns. Do you think they both get claimed? Do you think they both go unclaimed? What if we were to expose Malik Taylor, Xavier Gibson, and Jason Brownlee? All three go they don't make the 53. They go on. They have to hit the waiver wire. Are they getting claimed, in your opinion?
Not all three.
Yeah, I don't know about all three, but I think that if you're just saying that Brownlee and Taylor are I think those two would get claimed. I do. I think those two would get claimed. There's a lot of really shitty rosters around the NFL, guys.
Yeah.
I think they're going to get picked up somewhere. Scott wants a JETS. Can we do a JETS?
It's going to be so out of sync because of streaming. Let's do it.
All right, ready? Jeremy, why don't you count us down?
Okay.
Jets. It's so
Why do you go
hard
so
with the
slow?
stream. I know, right?
I was trying to do it so we could do it together.
We kind of did. We kind of got it though.
First, I had to do my fireman and imitation.
The good stuff. I love it.
I think that's way too many, Jay. I don't know if it's 4 or 5. I don't think they ever crossed the 50. Did Carolina take any snaps on our side of the field at all this game? That's a good question, actually.
The first drive they did actually, and they had a decent first drive of the game, right? I think the first drive of the game.
Yeah, because they pinned us. They pinned us pretty deep.
Yeah.
And then what about the turnover on downs? That was got to be pretty close to the 50.
You're not wrong.
Maybe not.
So,
maybe
maybe like 4 or 5 plays on our side of the field. It's probably a good shot,
not
Jay.
many. Not many.
I mean, we can't even field the team of scrubs. We have to let guys like McDonald's. And we have to like Huff and Jermaine John. We can't even, we don't have enough scrubs to field.
Ooh. Oh, that was a catch and release. That would have gone to the house.
Oh.
That would have gone. Oh, am I that far ahead? My bad.
No, I got to scoot this forward. This is bothering me now.
That would have gone to the house.
Matt overcompensates when he's ahead. Like he pauses it for like a minute.
I do.
I do the same thing with Green Bean. And I always end up overpausing.
Florida, Dano.
Now I'm in slow motion. What the hell happened here? What am I doing here? How does this keep happening?
Look, I know it's preseason, but if you're a Carolina fan, I mean, how you feeling going home after this?
But the reality is like, what were your expectations coming into this season? Like, that's not a good roster.
No.
It's young and exciting, but it's not a good roster.
No.
It's amazing that they were thinking even for a second they were close to us. Amazing. That they would attack you and act like they really thought because of a scrimmage they were gonna be at the level.
Dude, they were talking playoffs. Now, in the NFC, the playoffs is essentially a participation trophy, right? Like, hey, you didn't actively try to suck. Here's some games in January. But that being said, let's be real.
Yeah, I mean, they're just not there roster-wise. I mean, they got a rookie quarterback, right?
Here we go. Here's some plays going to be coming in the Jets territory now, it looks like, eventually here.
It's always at the end. See how 39 seconds left. Fumble. Every time
Why are you so quick with the whistle? You can review that stuff.
I know. It's annoying.
Every time I see the number 40, man, it brings back that memory of James Hasty.
Oh, that's a pass interference.
Yeah, that was close, right?
I would have thrown the flag on that.
It looked like he was early.
9 seconds left. They're not throwing no flag. 27-0 game. They want to go home. It's hot. The rest want to get off that field.
Not wrong.
Don Q7, is that what you recommend? Don Q7 is what V-Man is telling me right now. That's the rum.
Oh, rum.
I'm not really a big rum guy, but if V-Man says it's good.
Look at this.
Oh, Peta, get there. Oh.
Interception. Who got it? Moreland.
By Moreland, right? Is that Jimmy?
Moreland.
Yeah, this is Jimmy.
Go.
Moreland.
Shutout for the Jets.
Wow.
I love it.
7 Zippo. New York Jets take
That's
care.
a great INT celebration.
The Jets take care of business down in Carolina in a preseason game. We'll go around the horn. Let's do Jeremy, what do you think? Final thoughts from this one.
Final thoughts. I think Zach showed some improvements from the Zach Wilsons that I've seen in the past. I have seen some things he's improved on, which gives me hope that he could be a legitimate for the moment quarterback too. Where I'm not gonna sit here and say we have to go out and get someone better. Zach has convinced me he could be the QB too. He looks like he's earned it or he's earning it for real. I'm happy that Beckman played a lot of snaps. I got to look back at him falling. I got to look back at that other play where the guy went right through him in colon. It might not have been his fault, so we have to determine that. But even with that, he played a bunch of snaps, and if those were his only 2 really bad snaps, I'm okay with that because what's more important for Beckman is that he's playing and he's able to play because I would love for him to be an option to compete for one of the starting jobs. I'm happy with the defensive line, obviously. I love what I'm seeing from McDonald. He does something to make us jump up every week. Bryce Huff continues to be that same guy. Great get off. Very powerful. Gets there. And Jermaine Johnson looks like the most improved player on our team.
I love it. Tigo, what'd you think? What stood out?
Dalvin who? That's really, I think, the biggest takeaway from this team this week. And it was one of the biggest things that I wanted to watch this week was, can the running backs get it done with what I think we all assumed was going to be subpar offensive line play? And I don't think that it was. I'm going to have to obviously go back and watch the All-22 and dissect the offensive line and see specifically how it was that they were doing. Was protection schemed better, or was it just like they were just sheerly just protecting better? But Izzy, Travis, Michael Carter, Bam Knight, they all had really productive runs, and they were all involved in the passing game as well, which outside of the offensive line was my biggest concern, knowing Nathaniel Hackett and what he likes to do and how he wants to involve tight ends and the running back room. And that was the biggest thing. And so for me, the biggest takeaway, like we all know Jermaine Johnson's a stud and Will McDonald's a stud, and that those two are going to be in the nightmares of AFC quarterbacks for years to come. They're going to be waking up in the middle of the night, in the middle of the night, cold sweats, screaming, "Oh my gosh!" We knew all of that, but to see that offensive line protect well, get the running backs running, I really wanted to see that this game, and we saw it. So I feel really, really good with our running back room, and I would personally like to pivot and start to see if maybe some of these wide receivers are up for sale, because that's a room I am kind of sneakily worried about.
All right, there you go. For me, these guys kind of hit on it already, but I really thought early on in the game, I thought Michael Carter was running strong, like he's really fighting for that RB2 role. And then seeing someone like Travis Dye come on as strong as he did in the second half was impressive. The Jets have some really nice depth at that position. Would like to go back and see, really watch Joe Tippmann, but there were some plays that stood out to me where he was setting some things up, down the field, a lot of screens and a lot of, heavy in the run game. So the offensive linemen were busy in space, which is, what's going to be, I think, the strength of this offensive line. And then defensively, how could you not look at the two edge rushers that they took in back-to-back first round picks in the last 2 years, and Jermaine Johnson and Will McDonald? Both guys were all over the field today, and very, very noticeable to me getting after the quarterback. And Bryce Huff, even on that first possession, really beat Ike Ekwonu pretty good. And last one for me, Zaire Barnes, someone who is a rookie, really showed that he belonged and was visibly noticeable throughout the entirety of the game. So I was really impressed there as well. All right. That's it, boys. We did it. We made it through the live stream. I know it's no green bean, but Jeremy, I think I held it down okay. What do you think?
Oh, you're a rock star, man. You're a rock star, Larry.
I love it. So we're going to get Jeremy some ice cream now. He's got to cool things off. But if you're not already, make sure to subscribe to both Tigo and Jets Lounge, or Jeremy at the Jets Lounge, or Jets Chaos, Jets Lounge, whatever he's calling himself today.
Jets Lounge.
Over and subscribe to him as well. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll catch you all next time.